All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we want to start off by giving all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son. Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rekha Kodash. And double honors to the men who taught us this truth, the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Salutations to you sincere and humble brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth, the truth and sincerity through the spirit and power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom known today as America, spiritually known in the Bible as Sodom, Gomorrah, Babylon, okay, the daughter of Babylon. And we're coming to preach the deliverance of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true children and sons of the Heavenly Father, all right, whom the world ignorantly called God and His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. All right? Today we're going to go in on Jacob's trouble and various other topics, Esau included in that. Without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the brother, okay? We're going to get right down to it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, because we're going to start off by talking about Jacob's trouble because, to warn our people, because it's going to be a day like no other, man. A whole bunch of chaos is going to break loose, a whole bunch of hell that people aren't ready for it. And it's coming very soon.
That's right. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It reads, "At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it."
That none is like it. There hasn't been a day like it. Keep reading.
"It is even the time of Jacob's trouble."
All right, it's the time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob, who was later named Israel, so it's talking about all of the Israelites, man. Jacob's trouble, which is the Israelites' trouble, man. If your forefathers go back to Israel, then it's going to be troublesome times for you. Keep going.
"But he shall be saved out of it."
All right, but a remnant, is going to be saved out of it. According to Revelation, the 7th chapter, 12,000 from each 12 tribe of Israel, 144,000 in total. And Zechariah, the 13th chapter, talking about 1/3 of Israel being delivered.
Con. It said, "For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him."
Right, breaking that yoke off our neck, which is talking about breaking us out of slavery, freeing us out of this prison house, man. Because we're prisoners of war. And some Israelites over here were exiled, exiled prisoners. Because over there in England, the Israelites that looked like the so-called English people, they're exiled to America, the Indies, South America, and Australia, man. But is that it on that?
I'm going to read verse 10. It says, "Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return."
Con, so wherever you're scattered, you're going to be saved out of it. It said don't be dismayed at this, because you should be on your watchtower, seeking these prophecies, seeking on how you can be delivered, seeking what troubles are coming, because the scriptures say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So, when we first heard this word, we were scared about America being destroyed by nuclear missiles, Jacob's trouble, martial law, famine. We're scared of that, so we seek the Lord on how we can be delivered.
Yeah, eventually, when you finally understand what that day represents, it really represents our deliverance. Just we got to be of that number. Jacob's trouble really is for 2/3.
Right.
It says, "And shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid."
Yeah, man, that's when we'll be at peace, when we finally get delivered out of this destruction, because that's when the new covenant is going to come in. That's when the kingdom of heaven will be established.
God, that's the day we should be hastening. You know, the Lord said, don't fear,
God.
but hastening in the day of his coming. Because when Jacob's trouble gets here, hey, it ain't gonna be long at all before the chariots of the Most High crack the clouds.
Yeah, the scriptures say, in 1 hour cometh its destruction. Talking about
Yep.
America,
God.
because it only takes what, like 30 minutes for a nuclear missile to reach across the globe.
Yep.
I think that.
I think Russia has developed the technology that they can get a missile from there to America in 30 minutes. Yep.
I think that was a stat like a few years ago. It's probably increased since then.
Yep.
No, that's probably just a stat that they'll release to the public.
Yeah.
You know, because these missiles can go into outer space and go into orbit and then come down. You know, so they pick up speed as they're orbiting the Earth.
Then they come down even faster on the way down.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll probably be blown up before you hear them.
Yeah. Yeah. By the time you hear them, it's it.
Yeah.
Yep. You said Matthew 24 and 14.
21.
Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation on such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time.
Yeah.
No.
So it says, you know, there's going to be tribulation like no other time before, man. You know, and if you read these scriptures, or if you just do history, there's some crazy tribulation going on throughout history. You know, you read about Noah's Ark, how he flooded the whole earth. You read about, you know, the different wars. You know, and how blood was shed. You know, World War I and World War II. That's crazy tribulation. You read about the Great Depression. You know, the Dust Bowl. Imagine being a farmer during that time. You know? But the reason why it's going to be like a time not like no other is because he's bringing all of that here to America. You know, he's putting all those tribulations into one. You know, it's like all those scary movies that you watched, all those martial law movies that you watched. It's like all of that put into one movie. It's gonna be like a time like no other.
Yep. Just like they show you on The Purge. It's gonna be The Purge times 100.
It's gonna be Paranormal Activity, The Purge, all these superhero movies. You know, all those action movies, all into one.
Yep.
You know, Assassination Nation. That movie's coming out pretty soon. Lord will, I get to go see it. But I actually, you know, I'd rather pray that this kingdom is destroyed before then, you know? Because I saw the trailer, I get the message, I know what it's about.
Yeah, ultimately Esau, the spirit is on Esau to make these movies to gear your mind towards that time, you know?
John.
The Lord put the spirit on these directors to make these movies because Jake ain't gonna just hear us what we got to say. Jake gotta see it, you know? Jake gotta have his imaginations riled up because what we speak is not good enough. So the Lord, he giving you the signs, you know.
Yeah, we got signs out here, man.
Yep.
Because we know Jake doesn't like to read. We know that he's not just gonna read the Bible like every day, you know. So we put signs out here. We got visual aids for him.
Yeah, grown men, these grown Jakes never got out of the preschool, elementary mentality where you always need the book with the pictures.
John.
You know. Keep going.
Is there more on it?
Okay, it says, I'm gonna read it again because it was some more. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation on such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be.
Right, so it's not gonna happen ever again. This is gonna be like the last calamity for Israel at least. You know, but in the kingdom, hey, y'all heathens are gonna get it, man. Y'all gonna get chains on your wrists and ankles, and whips on y'all's backs, and then whatever other things that we've been meditating on y'all. You know? Is there more on it?
That's the point.
All right. Get Amos 5:19.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 19. I'll start at 18.
Okay.
It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
God, and woe means destruction. You know, because you got all these false Christians or plantation Christians that think that when the day of the Lord is going to be all sunshine and rainbows and butterflies and
Pleasantville.
yeah, sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Yeah.
But no, man. The Yahushua said, "I come not to send peace on earth, but a sword." You
That's
know?
right.
So the day of the Lord is going to be dreadful.
Yep. And he says, woe unto you that desire that day. The brother was speaking on these pastors in these churches, and they preach that prosperity doctrine. You know, talking about the day of the Lord, can't wait till the Lord comes back and sets everything right. Well, he's coming to set everything right, but just not in the manner that you think he's coming to do it in. Like the brother said, it ain't gonna be sunshine and rainbows. You know, it ain't gonna be Valentine's Day. It ain't gonna be Love Day when the Lord come back, man.
Yeah.
The scripture says it's gonna be a dark day. Y'all about Shimon Shabbat.
Yeah, it says it's going to be darkness and no light in it. So there's not going to be an ounce or a wave, a ray of sunshine that day.
It says the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
God, darkness and not light.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Right. So you're going to see like a lion walking down the street in the middle of downtown Memphis, all right? And you're going to be like, oh shit, you try to run from it, turn the corner, there's a bear right there.
Yeah. Because I'll keep going. It says, and if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Right, so you escape the bear, you know, you get into some shelter and try to take a rest, then a serpent bites you, man. Poisonous rattlesnake.
Yep.
Now you got venom in you. Now you're slowly dying. You don't know what to do then.
Yep.
Because you didn't want to hearken unto the Lord, man. Troublesome times are coming.
Yeah, Esau already got the ecosystem all out of whack. You know, so by the time that the Lord comes, you're gonna have all type of wild animals running rapid in the street, man.
Yeah.
In the time of Jacob's trouble, just like on that movie I Am Legend, you know, it was lions and wild wildebeest and deer.
Yeah.
All kind of wild animals gonna be running rapid in the city, man. You know, just like on the movie Rampage. See,
Jumanji?
Jumanji. You know,
The
y'all
old
think
Jumanji.
these movies are just for your entertainment, but actually, it's the Lord really showing mercy to open up your mind. He really planting seeds in your mind for you to say, man, what if that really did happen? What would I do in that day? You know?
Yeah, like I remember when the first Purge came out, I was thinking that, you know,
Yeah.
like everybody was talking about that. Oh man, what if the Purge was a real thing? Like, what would you do? You know, would you rob some banks? Would you kill your teachers or your boss? You know?
Hey, Salakia too, but you know, people are already wilding out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They already on the brink of doing all kind of madness, man. You know, going to the edge of wickedness, man, and over. You know, so just think about in those days, man. What's gonna be going on, man?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. And it is all throughout TV shows, movies, and video games these days. And I've noticed a common theme in a lot of them is private military contractors. Matter of fact, 2nd Esdras 15 and 15.
Got it.
Brother can get it.
And one of them shows in particular that show you how Jacob's trouble gonna be too is The Walking Dead.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you're gonna have people so bugged out of their mind for the lack of bread and water and food. It's gonna be cannibalism gonna come back, man. You're gonna have people eating people, you know. You're gonna have people that's gonna be eating dead animals, you know.
Yeah, cannibalism. You know there's gonna be zombies out here. You know, not like
they're not recording us, are you?
No,
Please don't. You can take pictures of the sign. We already recorded, you know. So if you want to watch us, you can go to GMS Memphis. We GMS Memphis Naba, N-A-B-A. But you can get the same message. You can type in GMS, pretty much any major city throughout the United States, and hear the same message. Y'all know y'all Israelites?
We actually watch this on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Y'all watch Israelites on YouTube? Hey.
Y'all watch Great Millstone?
How we read it like? Steady.
Who?
Said it.
You know, steady.
Yeah, we know about Said it. You talking about Sarnetta? Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, that
We
he
listen
gon'
about it all the time.
hey, get
Listen to it all the time.
yeah. Well, the Israelites got the truth, man. But chiefly Great Millstone. You know, you can watch all of those shows, but if you really want the truth, watch Great Millstone.
There's our website.
It's
Well,
on
it's a
YouTube.
website. The website you can go to is Great Millstone Info. Is it .net? It's a website, greatmillstoneinfo.net. But just go on YouTube and type in Great Millstone or GMS. What's the apostles? Great Millstone Main Camp. Because our elders, the men that taught us, they up in New York.
Okay.
So that's the source of our knowledge. It comes from New York.
Ooh, that's good.
But all right.
Yeah.
You wanted 2nd Ezra 15,
Yeah, kind
or were you finna say something, bro? Select.
of. No, I lost train of thought.
Okay.
Start at 15, Bible show.
All right, this 2nd Ezra is 15 and 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
Yeah, sword and destruction draweth not. That sword is a weapon, you know? Keep going.
It says, "And one people shall stand up to fight against another."
Right. So different clans, different races, ethnicities, political parties, companies. One people shall rise up to fight against another. You know? Clash of clans, basically. Keep reading.
It says, "And swords in their hands."
Yeah, weapons in their hands. You know, whatever they can grab. You know, guerrilla warfare. Or if they got the funds, they can make their own and buy their own. Keep going.
"For there shall be sedition among men,
Sedition among men.
and invading one another."
Invading one another. So taking over lands. You know, claiming territory. You know? Like rival gangs and stuff. Keep going.
I was just gonna say that word sedition, man, is like a rebel, you know, an uprising, you know. So you're gonna have men uprising, man, coming up against the government, you know. You know, all types of riots and uprisings gonna be breaking out, man, in those days.
But
man.
you already seeing preliminary stages of it with this Black Lives Matter, the anti-fascist groups. You always had the Ku Klux Klan, you know.
John, yeah, those different militia groups, man, that are funding themselves, taking up arms and training out in the middle of nowhere in the country.
What was the one that recently, when a fight broke out, Apostle Tahar had it?
In Portland?
Yeah, was that the one that Apostle Tahar, he had
I
a
think
video
so.
on?
I think that was in
They was
Portland.
fighting the police and then everything.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yep.
John.
Because it tell you that people not going to have no regard basically for the government and authority, you know?
He says that.
Come on, go ahead, bro.
It says, I'm gonna start over. 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes."
John, not regard their kings or princes.
Yeah, it's like what you were just going into, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that being said, like I've been researching these private military contractors. That's basically what they use to fight over there in the Middle East right now. they don't use the American military as much as they do private military contractors, because they don't have to follow the rules of the international war laws or whatever. They basically do the dirty work. All right.
Yep.
And it shows you that in these video games. You know, I've been playing that new Spider-Man video game a lot recently, and you know, they got their kingpins, you know, those gang members and stuff. But then the mayor of New York basically bought a private military contracting company, which is basically a military, like a private military, like your own personal army, and they didn't have to follow the Constitution. You know, they're locking up civilians for nothing because they didn't reveal the location of Spider-Man. You know, and going into it, we know that Spider-Man represents the prophets in that scenario, and they were also arresting people for peacefully protesting and stuff. And then there is also a super villain. His name was Negative, or Mr. Negative, and his clan was called the Demons. And you know, he had his gang conquering stuff. You know, it's basically Satan divided against Satan.
Yeah.
You know, all these different clans, you know, coming up against each other.
Bro. Just a little bit more. It says, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. You know? Yeah, so they gonna have the power, man, to do whatever the hell they feel, man, in those days, man. You know, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop them. You know? Keep going.
Yeah, and it's gonna be triggered by order of the chaos, man. The
Yeah.
elite's gonna set up different schemes, false flags, attacks. You know, what they're doing now is pretty much practicing it, but they getting a feel for how people gonna react, and then that gives them a measurement of how extreme they need to, what kind of extreme measures they need to go to get the people to basically run rapidly and run wild.
Nah. Hey, and they did that one time, I think it's last year, I forget where it was. I want to say like somewhere in the east, might have been Virginia or something like that, but there was a protest, like a KKK rally, trying to protest about like Nathaniel Forrest statue or something like that, you know, because they wanted to take it down, but the officer, the police, you know, basically pushed them towards the people that were protesting the KKK's protest. So they're basically pushing those two people together, you know, pushing them, like feeding them to the wolves, trying to start shit up, you know.
They had something similar to that right here in Memphis, man. I think that was God damn it, Forrest statue. Was that it? Is that what you were talking about, bro?
No, it wasn't here.
Okay, well,
No,
it
it wasn't here.
Talking about that Confederate statue?
It was a Confederate statue. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, you talking about when they had that protest?
Yeah, they had a protest not too far from here.
Yeah.
Where they were doing that, man. And
That was like earlier this year, I
that
believe.
was like earlier this year.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, and then like the Bloods started fighting them or something like that. They took baseball bats out and started like, you know, started jumping each other and stuff.
Yeah.
Like for a little bit, it wasn't anything serious, but
Yeah, you can tell what's coming down the pipe. Like the brothers say right now, they doing a test run with you know, shit like Black Lives Matter and all these other little Ku Klux Klan, all these different groups.
Because the elites really fund all that shit, man.
Yeah.
George Soros, a lot of those elite politicians, they fund a lot of this protests that you see going on, like Black Lives Matter. That shit, that's been figured out.
Yeah, it's set up, man.
You know, that's set up.
and they're funding both sides of it. Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, they're making bank off of y'all
Right.
dumbass Israelites, man.
Con. That's right, bro.
Hey, like what? Hey, man, but we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're not, you know, picking a side. We're choosing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's our president, man. We're not playing politics out here. You know, we're not trying to run any kind of election or anything.
Yeah. No hidden agenda, man. We just
Giving it to you
try.
straight.
Yeah. We giving it to you straight, raw and uncut, man. What's in the scriptures? You know, our goal, man, is salvation, man. That's it.
God.
You know.
Yep.
Verse 17.
All right. 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, and that's been a common theme in these movies too. Setting up checkpoints around the city, you know, to where if you don't have the freedom papers to get out, hey, you can't get out, man. You know, they're gonna blow this Mississippi bridge over here, you know, to get to Arkansas, which is a big transportation. You know, they're gonna shut down airports, you know,
Yep.
blow up bridges so you can't leave. Hey, and that's gonna cause a lot of people to go crazy too. It showed you that in that Batman movie.
Hey, blocking off corners. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Blocking
setting
out
up-
certain sections. You know,
Setting up roadblocks.
Yeah, setting off roadblocks, man. Keeping Jake ass pinned down in the projects. You know, and you know how that goes.
Toll booths.
Toll booths.
Yep.
Shit.
Because they got hundreds of toll booths across the country already. So those really just checkpoints already in play. You know, but they're gonna set up more. They're gonna do roadblocks.
Yep.
You know, just to keep you confined within a certain region. Because they already got FEMA camps set up across the United States.
What's going on?
Yeah, shalom, bro. Shalom. Yeah, we don't really shake hands, bro, but
Okay, I didn't know.
we shalom another bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just showing myself something.
Oh yeah. You know you're Israelite? Not really.
I want to ask you a question.
Before you ask any questions, do you believe in the Bible?
A little bit I read, I'm going to be honest, I don't study like I should. That's why I decided the next one I'm going to do some serious study.
Okay, well, so you're gonna study it, so I can take that as a yes. Cause we really just look for yes and no really count.
Yes, but I don't study it like I should.
Okay.
I haven't studied
Well,
like I
that's
should
we can
in
accept
years.
that. We just want to make sure you believe in it, because if
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't believe in it,
without
then
that, if we listen to that roadmap and the people is out of prison,
right.
we need to know.
Right.
We need to know what we're talking about when we stand before the people.
Right.
And I think one scripture said, "Our people, I think, quoted, perish for the lack of knowledge."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hosea
People
4 and
just
Study
6.
to show yourself.
Yeah. 2 Timothy 2 and
But
15.
what I come to ask you is, I got a problem,
What's the problem?
and I can't
We
find
all
it.
got problems.
And I can't find it in the Bible. Maybe you can. Where God called a lady.
That's not in
I
there.
can't find it.
Get you answer what the scriptures. Get 2 Corinthians 11.
Okay.
It says Zephaniah. Well, if you got something, you get it.
2nd Corinthians.
And what I like about
you
y'all,
suffer not
what admired me,
Yeah, that's in Timothy, 2 Timothy,
what
3rd chapter.
admired me about y'all, is I watch y'all a lot all over the city. Y'all don't get out here and y'all don't put nobody out here unless they know what they talking about.
Hey, you supposed to know what you're talking about.
Well, there's too many
The
people.
Lord say, like you just quoted, a study to show thyself approved, a workman, all right, rightly dividing the word of truth.
You said 2 Timothy out.
You got 2 Corinthians 11. I think it's 3 and 1.
Mistaken, it's a commandment of God for a woman not to.
2
Not to
Corinthians.
usurp, but just type in usurp authority. It's in Timothy.
Oh, Timothy. Okay, come on.
Just type it in.
I'm
Usurp. I'm gonna tell you what to type in. Usurp authority. Go to the search engine. Usurp.
Now you spell it out.
USURP.
I'm so ashamed of myself because I should know more than what I know.
All right.
So
This.
I'm ashamed of myself. What I'm gonna do about it? I'm gonna go back to study.
Well, the scriptures say we know not what we ought to know. It say if any man think himself wise, let him become a fool first.
And one scripture says, if any man think of himself to be something when he is nothing,
Right.
deceive him.
He has deceived himself. Yeah.
This is First Corinthians,
This is the answer to
Timothy,
your question.
1 Timothy 2 and 12.
Salaki.
It says, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man,
Right.
but to be in silence.
Uh-huh.
For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Right.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
So to sum it all up, the Lord set man up over woman. Now get 2 Corinthians 11, because it gives you the order. It's the Heavenly Father,
Yep.
then it's the Son, then it's man, then it's woman, then it's children. The Lord is all about order. Get 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Yakanan,
Okay, kind.
what's your question?
It seems like it's so hard to see that.
Because this world caters to women.
All right, you want me to let the brother bring that out first?
Yeah, get 2 Corinthians 11.
Yeah. This is 2 Corinthians 11, verse 1.
Where it say, but I will have you know. It might be 1 Corinthians. Yeah, don't just read, bro. Make sure it's talking about the topic. But I will, yeah, right. 1 Corinthians 11.
All right, this is 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach. All right, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is the Most High.
Right. So the Lord, He all about order, you know. And we living in a world in today's time, which the Lord said He was going to do that. He said He has created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Kind.
It means she'll be more women than men.
No, that means that women are going to be more reverenced than men. That women are going to basically be in a position over a man in the earth.
You know what?
That's what you have.
Yep.
You brought that out, but I misunderstood that when they said a woman compared to them. I
Yeah.
always thought it was to be a woman coming more women. See, I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, it's more women than man. The reason that it's more women than man because the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply."
Right.
I also get that Isaiah 4 and 1.
You got it.
You get compass a man. A woman shall, the new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Because see, through the process of time, you had what is that? Back in the 50s and 60s, you had women start getting all these rights. Okay, they had that woman's movement.
Right.
You
That
know,
messed up a lot.
That messed up a lot of stuff. You know, women get first hand on everything. You live in a world where they say, well, ladies first this, lady first that.
Yep.
You know,
Happy wife, happy life.
happy wife, happy life. You
Yeah.
know, men go and commit his whole life solely into pleasing a woman, while you go and you work all day. You know, you go and you provide income, you pay the bills. And you'll come home, your woman don't cook, she don't clean, you know, but she wants you to take her out to eat. Now that's not the case for every woman, but majority, you see what's going on. You got these TV shows like Housewives of Atlanta, Basketball Wives. See, all these women want to live that lavish, laid-back lifestyle where they don't have to do nothing. The man just take care of me. You know, I live off of his income. I spend all his money, go shopping. He give me his bank card and credit cards, and I live the way that pleases me. You know, and see, the men have become so dumbed down on a feminine level where they'll do anything to please a woman. They put women on pedestals. You know,
What's that? Give not thy strength over to a woman.
the scripture say, "Give not thy strength to a woman."
I didn't know my wife, man. You know, like you did, you know. But I kept telling her, I said, yeah, but the Bible says the man is the head of the household.
Right.
She couldn't get her to do that.
I got a precept for you too,
Yeah,
bro.
because, okay, come. Because, see, really how the Lord set it up, the Lord set the woman up. If you look up the word woman, it means female servant. The Lord set the woman up ultimately to serve the man. When you read in, you have something?
The woman was created for the man. That's a scripture.
Yeah.
There's one in the Apocrypha too.
Just find it.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing.
Yeah.
See, when you in this world, they don't teach you that. You're not taught that. you taught just the opposite. See, especially here in America. See, if you go over there on the other side of the earth, you don't see too often a woman walking in front of a man or a woman walking half naked. You see what I'm saying? Because they still uphold their standard of a man is first.
But you know what I noticed? Talking to Philippine women, they take it more seriously as a man than it is in America.
Because America is ran by wickedness. When you come to America, if you're coming from a foreign country, when you come to America, let's just say New York is the landing spot. What's the first thing you see?
I've never been to New York.
What you know about the Statue of Liberty?
Right. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It embraces feminism. You know, you like these other countries would never consider a woman being the president or the king of the country.
Right. Right.
But we just had a recent election where Hillary Clinton was on the forefront of being in the power seat of running America. See, women are emotional. Women, the Lord made women not to be conduits of war and to be have minds geared towards war. The Lord didn't make them to work hard. They made them. The Lord made women to be nurturers.
Yeah.
You know, to actually comfort a man, take care of the kids, cook, clean. You know, you don't expect a woman to go out there and take a motor out of the car and break it down and rebuild it and put it back in the car, do you? But don't you got women mechanics? Don't you got women in the military? See, all that's backwards. The Lord is against all of that. You know?
Dang.
Y'all bros got precept.
Yeah. You.
Alright, this is 1 Corinthians 11:8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
But see, now you had these women so proud they walk around because they carried a child for 9 months. And when you really break it down, the seed actually comes out of the man. You walk around with the seed, a live seed in you,
Yep.
from the time you're 11 to 12 years old until you release it into that woman.
Yep.
But she brags about carrying it for 9 months. Like she's done some great service. No, you just done what you're supposed to do. She act like, you see how the system's set up here in America. A woman basically get whatever she wants.
Yep.
If she says she tired of you, she gets the child, she gets the money. If y'all are married,
That ain't fair though.
she gets everything.
All right. Let me get this real quick.
Go ahead,
This Isaiah 3:12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths." Yeah, women rule over them, man. You know. So the way this society set up, man, women they got the women at the top, and the men, you know, we like the brother just said, happy wife, happy life. They just do what it takes, you know what I'm saying, to please a woman, man. It's all about the woman.
Yeah.
Look at all those situations, man. Like these women came and saying they were sexually abused by men. Years later now, Bill Cosby. You even had some Edomites get caught up in that, man.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name,
Yeah.
man, from the news show.
Oh.
But hey, laundry. Travis Smiley, okay, yeah, him. R. Kelly, you know, you had a list of guys get caught up, man, just off of what a woman say. They ain't got no proof, no nothing. She just say it happened, and that's what it is, you know. So yeah, women rule over, man. Scripture's going to all of that.
Tell him to shut up and try to act like the man herself, and he divorced her. Is it possible he can marry the wrong woman?
Well, the scriptures say that you're really not supposed to put a woman away.
Okay.
You're really not supposed to. Do you want to use my phone?
I know where it's at.
Okay, come on.
Ephesians 7.
Because see, we had laws, which we still got laws, but they just not upheld here. Where a woman is not supposed to divorce a man. no matter what. And a man is not supposed to put away his woman, you know. But see, you have a thing in the earth where they say, cheating. You know, like if a woman catch you with another woman, then she can divorce you.
Yeah.
Really, you don't even have to have she don't even have to have a reason. She can just say, hey, I'm tired of you. I'm going to get a lawyer. Here go the papers.
Mm-hmm.
No cause at all. But I'm just dealing with a common scenario. One might, your wife might catch you so-called cheating. Well, according to the scriptures, a man can have more than one woman. Yeah, a man can have more than one woman. Of course he can. It's several men. King David, King Solomon. King Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Right. Okay, and it say King David and King Solomon were men after the Most High's own heart. Well, it's not expedient in this time because of the laws of the land. Right. But according to the scriptures, there's nothing wrong with you having more than one woman. Because the laws of the land say that a man and a man can get married under holy matrimony. A woman and a woman can get married under holy matrimony.
It's not scriptural.
But that ain't scriptural. So we have to deal with what's in the Bible, the truth of the Bible, because you have people who are misusing the Bible to fulfill their own filthy, abominable agendas. And America is one of them. See, America swears their kings, presidents in on the Bible, but then turn around and allow homosexuals' rights. And now they're working on this new thing where you are able to actually sleep with children. Yeah, yeah. They pushing pedophilia now.
You know
Matter of fact,
wickedness in high places.
We struggle against Ephesians 6. Yep, we struggle against wickedness in high places.
Right. Not flesh and blood.
Not flesh and blood. That's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we're out here. We're
God
battling.
need more people like us to stand up, not get with the clique. Forget about what the world thinks.
Well, that's why the Lord, like the brother was saying, got us out here is to give the judgment, give the true judgment of the Lord.
Right.
Because you even have these churches who allow homosexuals in the church.
You know what I found out? Every church is not God's church.
I know. There's only one church.
What's that? Revelation Synagogue of Satan.
Yep. Matter of fact, there's only I get it. It's a lot. I be so busy calling scriptures I can read some too. Let me get this for you. You can get what you got, bro.
All right, this is Revelation 2:13. I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where wait, that's probably not it. I think it's 3:13.
Now you thinking about 3 and 9 or 2 and 9, where it say
Yeah, 2 and 9.
the synagogue of Satan.
This is Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Yeah.
So I mean, they try to say that, you know, these gutter rat Jews over on this sign right here, you know, where it says the wicked. They try to claim themselves as God's chosen people, but really they're of the synagogue of Satan. And same thing with these Catholic priests. You know, they're Edomites too. Are you familiar with Jacob and Esau? Right? And Jacob was the chosen seed. You know, that's who we're trying to wake up, is the 12 tribes that Jacob basically progenerated. You know, but Esau is the wicked seed of that. And that's who's in power of the whole earth right now.
Yeah.
You know, Job 9 and 24.
Revelation 12 and 12, y'all can
Yeah, but Job 9 and 24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know?
Yeah.
That's Esau, man. These so-called
What
white
scripture is that again?
He finna get it.
Job,
Just get it.
You want me to get the Revelation? This is Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you.
Now, do you know what the word devil means? When you see the word devil, what do you think of? Just to give us.
My opinion is the people, I assume when they say devil, they think the devil himself is coming down. But I think the devil can use his devilish people.
That's right.
To do his job.
Exactly right.
Because the devil can't be everywhere at one time. Because he ain't as powerful
So
as God.
when you hear the word devil, you think of a people.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
it's a people that's working the will
Right.
of Satan.
Right.
Right,
So what God actually doing is calling that person a devil.
right. And what's the will of Satan?
The will of Satan, he's coming to do three things: kill, steal, and destroy.
Right, and to be adverse, because
Right.
the word Satan
Go
goes
against
back
what
to
God-
it. The word Satan goes back to it. I'm just trying to give you what the word, because
Right.
it's meaning in the word. So
Right.
when you understand what words mean, it's
Right.
easier to understand and interpret the scriptures.
Yeah,
That's the deception. See, people don't understand what the words actually mean because they
Right.
don't go back to the original script of the words,
Right.
which is Hebrew and the Greek.
Right.
Now, Satan is Shaitan, which means adversary. Now, there's a people that's set up, that's ruling the earth, that's adverse to the righteous judgment of the Lord. Can you guess what people that is?
Got to be the devil speak.
Well, there's no nationality of people
Right.
calling themselves devils,
Right.
but they are doing the will of devil.
Right.
They do worship the devil. Okay, they do have what you call Satanist groups.
Right.
You know.
They got Satan on the church right here in Memphis. I heard.
Right, they got them all over the country. You know, but what the brother was going into was Esau.
Okay, gotcha.
Now Esau, all right, was the twin brother Jacob. You know that, and his line is known as the Edomites.
Okay.
You gotta understand that those people are still here today, just being called by different names.
Okay.
Now, read Revelation 12 and 12. Y'all can finish it.
Okay.
Finish.
This Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Now, this is John the Revelator, right? And he's giving a prophecy. Okay. Now, this happened during the Renaissance. You know about the Renaissance?
No.
So you have to know about history to really understand what was going on. Renaissance was known as rebirth. So it was a time being 325 AD up until about the late early 1400s, where dark-skinned people was ruling. They called it the Dark Ages. Contrary to popular belief, it ain't a time where it was just complete utter darkness in the earth. It was called the Dark Ages because it was time where the really we were ruling, but we was doing wickedness too. You know, Israelites were ruling because if you read about the Israelites in the Bible with dark-skinned people, okay? The Lord is a dark-skinned man according to the Bible when you read into that. But that's a different topic, so let me stick to this devil. The word devil means deceiver. So during the time of the Renaissance, meaning the rebirth, was the rebirth of these Edomites who calling themselves white people today. All right? They came back into power and they started taking the images, right, through a procedure called iconoclasm, and they started taking the images and destroying them and putting up the images that look like them as the prophets and the apostles. Get Job 9, 24.
All right, Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. See, the Lord sets up men throughout the earth for a lot of time to rule. Y'all can know Daniel 4 and 17.
I'll finish this off.
Go ahead.
If not, where and who is he?
So that's a question. So if the wicked is not the one ruling the earth, when you look around, who do you see in the power seats throughout the world? What nation of people do you see in the power seats? Exactly. That's just the reality of it. We can't make this up. But it's proven through the scriptures, but the Spirit got to be dealing with you. The Lord said he set up men to rule. So it just said the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. We read that Satan has come down with great wrath. The devil come down with great wrath because he know it happened for a short time. See, he knows that his kingdom is coming to an end. Okay.
You want to still read it?
Read, Daniel.
Okay.
Is that Daniel 4 and 17,
Yeah.
I believe.
This is Daniel 4 and 17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, meaning whoever is the king, whoever the kings are in the earth, the Most High set them up. Go ahead.
It says, and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
And he giveth the power of the earth, okay? The powers that are be in the earth, he set them up, and he give it to whoever he will. Keep going.
It says, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
The basis is talking about the lords of men.
Yep.
Because the Lord has set these Edomites up to rule the earth, and these Edomites are the basis of men.
Yep.
They're the lords that are scum of the earth. So the Lord, you know, the Lord has the power ultimately to do whatever he want to do. But he's fair. Read that again, because he didn't hear it because he was on the phone.
Okay.
See, he set up even the lowest ranked men to rule. Because these so-called white people, believe it or not, they are the basis of men. They're the lords of law. That's why you see wickedness. That's why you see homosexuality running rapid. Okay, that's why you see chemtrails in the air. That's why you see all these diseases. That's why you see our people suffering from diabetes and cancer. Because ultimately, like the scriptures say, the love of money is the root of all evil. And Esau, ever since he come into power, his whole thing has been to seize all the assets, the resources out of the earth until there's none left by any means necessary. So that's why you see wickedness being increased in the earth the way that it is. Read it again.
This is Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whosoever he will, and set up over it the basis of men.
The basis of men. So the Lord is fair. He gives everybody an opportunity. Everybody has had a chance. Every nation, which is 18 nations on the earth, has had their moment where they're ruled. But the thing about it is he has his chosen who he's going to set up to rule forever in righteousness though. But the thing that happened was when he set us up with the law, statutes, and commandments of his book, we forsake his words. And he told us that the wages of sin is death. And ultimately, that if we wouldn't hearken unto what he gave us to follow, which was law, statutes, and commandments, which is this entire book, that we would be given into the hands of our enemies and want in need of all things. To put it in a nutshell, it's a prophecy, it's a prophetic book telling the story of these 12 tribes. Okay? And see, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all the way down to Issachar was scattered throughout the entire earth because that was the curse if we wouldn't keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. See, the easiest way to conquer a people is to do what?
Take their heritage.
Divide them. Divide them.
Together we stand and
Divided we fall. So the Lord allowed us to be divided amongst all these nations. That's why you can't tell us apart. You see this brother, okay, you might, which that's a good spirit on him because he never said anything about it.
Yeah.
You have people that get offended by what we teach because they'll see this brother and say, and think he a white man.
Yeah.
But see, they never hear us say so-called white. They never hear us say that. They always just hear white. See, people get offended. People are easily offended by a word, and they don't really get the substance behind what you're actually speaking. Because it's not about skin complexion.
That's right.
It's not about statue, you know. It's all about the spirit. You know, the scriptures say there's a spirit in a man. See, the Lord, he's the creator of spirits. Now, what woman you get with determines what your seed look like. You can get the darkest skin a so-called black man, and he can have a Chinese woman and have a seed with a Chinese woman, then that seed can come out and have another Chinese woman, then that seed can come out and have another Chinese woman. Eventually, that seed
Gonna look like a
gonna
Chinese.
look like a Chinese.
Yep.
That goes for the same way, vice versa, with any other nation. But the Lord deals with spirits.
Right.
Either way it goes, your spirit, if it's the spirit of the Most High has ordained you to be His chosen seed. You know,
Yeah.
Russ has some.
Yeah, I had a quick
Okay,
precept.
whoa. I want to make sure I got the word. What's the word? Whoa.
Destruction.
I
Yep.
was reading that right the other day. I think I was reading Jeremiah 23, where it was talking about. Whoa,
I'm gonna go
unto
back
the
though,
past.
bro, to Job. I just had a little quick
Go ahead,
precept
yes,
to
sir.
what you were saying about the baseman.
Yes, sir.
This is letting you know who it is. It's Job 30:6. It says, well, I'm gonna start at 5. It says they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
Yeah.
You know, hey, what does Caucasian mean,
You know
man?
what Caucasian mean, don't you? You know what the word? You know
Caucasian?
Caucasian mean cave dweller.
Cave dweller, that's right.
Go to Obadiah.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, you got
I
it.
knew it was
I got it.
Kinda.
Quick and powerful.
Obadiah.
Start at the top.
Okay,
Is it-
Obadiah
yeah.
1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord, the Most High, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thou dwellest that earth, thou
Thou.
that dwellest in the clefts of the rock,
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks.
Yep.
Now,
whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
right. Who
What-
shall bring me down to the ground?
Right, and what other you know, that's what these so-called white people like to do. They like to build these huge skyscrapers and live in them penthouses, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Because it
Some of
reminds
them
them.
have 2 or 3 penthouses and 4 or 5
Yep.
mansions.
Yeah, they like to dwell on the rocks.
I
you
got
know?
a problem with these pastors living in these $1 million houses and got members at their church apparently giving them utilities and telling them to give God a play.
Yeah.
I got a
The
problem.
Lord got a problem with that too. And the Lord said He coming back. He said, woe to the pastors
That's destroy and scatter my sheep.
that's destroy and scatter His sheep. And ultimately, what they're doing is they're using the church to create revenue for themselves. They're all about their own pockets and building up themselves. Because originally, see, you'll go in these churches and they'll teach you one law from the Bible. Pay your tithes,
Complete
10%. But why do they allow you to eat pork, eat shrimp, eat catfish? Why do they allow you to what's something else that they don't
You got it.
they don't go against?
Homosexuality.
Yeah, they don't speak out against
Yeah.
homosexuality
You
Yeah.
know why, don't you?
because they can't.
Because the homosexuals, I reckon they 50
Yeah,
years
yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah.
yeah, that's
Well,
right.
see,
Paying
that
his tithe.
don't benefit them
That's right.
because people they want to make everybody comfortable because the more see, church is all about being comfortable.
Well, now it's almost like an entertainment center.
It is, but entertainment is what comforting.
Right.
When you go home, you get ready to watch a movie, you pop you some popcorn, you kick your shoes off, you set your feet up, you're comfortable. And see, that's what the church is about. It's about making you comfortable. That way, when the collection plate come around, man, that was a good show.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me
I
Right.
remember when I was little, the churches is the last place that a homosexual want to go.
Oh yeah, back
Now
in the
it's
day.
first place they
Now it's
wanna
the
go.
first place. You got homosexuals preaching the word.
Look at Bishop Eddie Long. He was preaching against homosexuals for years. Come to find out he was doing that all the time.
But you know the real reason why they can't do it.
I got a
They
precept
have
too.
okay, hold it real quick. They have a it's called a it's a tax exemption called 501c3.
Gotcha.
Every church that's set up in America has to sign a 501c3 tax exemption. And I'm not just saying this, I've seen it with my own eyes. I was dating this girl and her stepfather was a pastor, and she actually had the form in her car because she did taxes. She did his taxes. Now on that tax exemption paper, you know what they have to do? They have to give an account for every member that's in that church and how much tithes they pay. And they also have to send in their sermons that they're going to preach to the state.
Yeah, my mom works at a private school, a Methodist private school. Now they're linked in with the church. She has to fill out a 501c3 charter too.
Now, what that 501c3 charter does, it waives your First Amendment right. Now, if you living in a country where homosexuality has been made legal, not only made legal, but it's now starting to become like a fad. It's being uplifted. They got their own flag. You know, they starting to have their own little restaurants and
Right.
shindigs and
Right.
bars and their own little spots. But the main thing now is, not only do they have rights, but they are being protected.
What does Isaiah 20 and 5 mean? I think it's
Isaiah 20 and 5.
What does it say?
If I'm not mistaken, woe unto them we call wrong right, right wrong.
Oh yeah, they call darkness light.
Light for darkness.
When they say darkness light and light for darkness, in other words, they calling a real man of God a sinner and calling a sinner.
I mean, it really means that's what it means.
That's what it means,
When you
right.
found out what woe means,
You explained to me what woe means. I wasn't for sure.
it means
It
destruction.
means just destruction.
Yeah. It means ultimately it means
Just deep by
destruction.
itself.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, but when you start breaking words down and going back to the Hebrew and seeing what words means,
Yeah.
it gets deep. I mean, it's like plain, it's simple,
Wow.
but it just seems deep because you've never heard it
A
before.
lot of folks read, but they don't study. That's a big difference.
Yeah, because they don't have understanding of what those
I'm
words
going
mean.
back to study. Now, see, y'all see me this time next year, you're going to say, man,
Hey man, get Baruch.
man, you got some knowledge.
Get, I
don't
think
want
it's
to be
Baruch.
taught by no pastor because pastors is giving you what they
Seek
want to
him
give you.
10 times more. It's in Baruch. It's either the second or the fourth
I want
chapter.
to go back to praying again and really getting in God's word. Because you can't trust what people tell you in the church no more. The church is just messed up.
All right, that's another thing too. Do you know who to pray to? Like what?
Oh yeah, kind of fourth chapter.
Hold on. Get Baruch.
All right, this Baruch 4 and 28. It says, "For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so
Which
being
we all went
returned."
astray from the Most High. That was part of the curses. The Lord said, ye even your kings, even your kings. So our kings, King David fell away, King Solomon fell away. We all went astray
So when we fall
from.
away, it's just, we shouldn't beat ourselves over the head because everybody in the Bible fell away sometime.
Yeah, everybody that fell away. But see, that's why the scriptures say, he that is wise, let him become a fool first. Because we all had to become fools. We were in the very same boat that you was in, standing on the other side, asking questions, wanting to know really the truth.
Right.
Like the scriptures say, Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, and that's the truth. So our people really just want to know the truth.
Right.
Now, start back at the top again.
It's Baruch 4 and 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High,
Lock in, bro.
so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Seek him 10 times more. Now you said next year. Why next year?
Because I'm going to start reading tonight and it's going to get more knowledge and more knowledge and more knowledge.
Well, don't say I'm gonna start next year.
No, I didn't say that. I said this time next year you're going to say, man, you got a lot of knowledge.
We might not make it to next
We might
year.
not,
though.
we might not make it
right.
to next year.
Well, if I don't see it next year, if I see the crowd, you're
Well,
going
so lock it for me
you're gonna say,
misinterpreting. Because I thought you were saying, I thought you were saying next year I'm gonna start like a New Year's resolution or
I'm
something.
saying, I'm gonna know more.
He's gonna increase his knowledge.
Yeah, I knew what he was
Okay.
saying.
I'm gonna know more tomorrow than I did today.
Well, you know how you really learn? Because, can a brother get that? It needs to be taught. I think it's in Ephesians. If you don't know, look it up. Needs to be taught. You know where it says, for one can become teachers, And matter of fact, get Isaiah 28 first. Why I won't call you Nabat? Za'ab.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's usually next to you.
Yeah, cuz.
You said it said needs to be taught. Need be taught.
You think it's right for them to pay tithes?
Well, it's in the law.
It's in the law,
Okay.
but not to them.
Right.
No, it's not. Them churches not right. That's what I'm saying. None of them. But first of all, let me get this. I know we jumping around, but we're gonna stick to one question at a time because we jumping around.
3 minutes. I sure hate
But
I
the
had to
scriptures,
go.
but look, the scriptures, that's okay because we out here at the same. You from Memphis?
I live right down the street.
Man, you
Downtown.
need to come down here.
I didn't know y'all be here.
We down here every Saturday, man.
I didn't know that.
Come down
I
here
just
every
had to
Saturday.
Get out. I said, there they go. I had to run in here and get
Now, normally we down here Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Gotcha.
We normally here from 4 to 7, anywhere between 4 and 7. Just today we came out a little later.
Gotcha.
But normally it's 4 to 7. Like the scripture just said, man, seek the Lord 10 times more. And another
What
thing,
scripture was that again? I need to get that. Let me.
that was Baruch 4 and
yeah,
28.
that was in the Apocrypha.
Let me just a second. Read 4 and 28.
Baruch 4 and 28. You know about the Apocrypha? Well, you know the Apocrypha was originally a part of the Bible, but it was taken out of the Bible during the Council of Nicaea and the Bible Destruction Group. But a lot of these Christians, these churches don't deal with the Apocrypha, but the Apocrypha is a part of the Bible. So you're not gonna find it in a regular Bible. You'll have to have this kind of Bible like what we got.
Oh.
You can see here's the King James 1611 edition,
Oh, okay.
which is the first King James, okay? The 1611 with all 80 books in it.
I got you.
The Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament. See,
Okay.
it's between the testaments.
I got you. I got you.
So that's what he just read. It was Baruch, B-A-R-U-C-H.
B-A-R.
Baruch.
Tell me one more time. B-A-R.
B-A-R-U-C-H. Baruch, chapter 4, verse 28.
I have one more quick precept too about the preachers. If you want me to just kill.
Who had some? I told. What I call for you to get?
Isaiah 28.
Okay, well then you get what you got.
Start at 1.
Yeah, because we want to now want to build him up on how you learn, on how
Okay.
you actually study.
Okay.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Woe to the crown of pride.
Nah. Start at Salaki. I should have told you. Start at verse 9.
All right, Isaiah 28 and 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand
Right,
doctrine?
because that's what you want to ultimately do. Understand the doctrine. You want to learn the knowledge of this book. Because many people have the knowledge of this book, but they don't understand the doctrine. People know scriptures, but they don't understand what scriptures mean. Because there's an order until how you get the understanding of the scriptures that people don't understand. You can't just open up this book and start at Genesis and read Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, all the way to Revelation, and then get the understanding of it. It wasn't written like that.
I'm finna
Now, he's going to keep reading, and now the formula of how you get the understanding is about to come out. Go ahead, bro.
Them that are weaned from the milk.
Them that are weaned from the milk. The milk represents the scriptures. But the milk of the scriptures is those that's easy to be digested. Go ahead.
And drawn from the breast.
And drawn from the breast. So what you have to do before you sit down and start studying this book, throw away everything that you think you know. You got to start all the way back over as a baby, sucking on breast and drinking milk. Go ahead.
For precept must be upon precept.
Precept must be upon precept. This is how you get the understanding. Lock in.
Precept upon precept.
Precept upon precept.
Line upon line.
Line upon line.
Line upon line.
Line upon line.
Here a little and there a little.
Here a little and there a little.
Like we've been doing ever since you came up. Because you were jumping topics. We go to different, Old Testament, New Testament,
Yeah.
Apocrypha. and we break down like multiple scriptures to dealing with one topic.
Yeah. One topic bags up what he just said. One topic is backed up by several scriptures. That's how you do it. You don't just, cause see, it's different things happening throughout the different writings, throughout the different prophecies, and it's in different times. Cause see, it's a prophetic book. It's a book of our heritage. It's a book of morals, okay? Yep. And it's a book of knowledge, of wisdom, of law, statutes, and commandments. So really, it's a manual for life, you know? Go ahead. That was, read verse 10 again.
All right, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Here a little and there a little.
Here a little and there a little, you know? Now, get that where it says, how shall I learn without a teacher?
That's an Acts.
That's in Acts, yep. Because see, even with that being said, you have to be taught. And the Lord has ordained and set up men. I tell you that in Jeremiah. Let me see if I can find that real quick. He said he's going to give us pastors according to his heart. When you read in the scriptures, the word heart means mind. Go back to a Hebrew word lab, meaning mind. People get caught up when they read the scriptures thinking when it says heart, it's talking about the muscle in your chest, the organ in your chest that pumps blood throughout your body. That's, I mean, it's a vital organ, but you don't comprehend with that. You don't make decisions based off this in your chest. You make decisions based off your mind by thinking things through. Let me see. This is Jeremiah 23:4. It says, and I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord. You know what that lacking is?
Lacking the word of God.
Lacking the understanding, lacking nourishment, lacking the knowledge of the Lord. So what you're seeing is the shepherds, you know, and not to boast of ourselves, but the Lord set us up, starting with our elders. See, this is a small understanding. But if you go home, you got an internet, go on YouTube, type in Apostles of GMS. GMS stands for Great Millstone.
Okay.
Apostles of GMS. Great. Matter of fact, you got something to write down, put it in your phone.
Yeah, I can tell.
Write it down right quick.
You got a pen?
Well, I can put it in my phone.
Yeah, just put it in your phone. Matter of fact, you got YouTube?
Yeah, I got all
Go to YouTube. That's even better. Go to YouTube.
I can go to Google.
You got YouTube right there. Just go straight to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Apostle of GMS.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Right there. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to that. Now, yeah, there you go. That's gonna get it right there. All your questions now, it's gonna be probably some things they're gonna go into you ain't gonna understand. They're gonna be it's gonna be deep.
Okay.
It's like you said, you gotta start off
Appreciate
with
y'all.
the milk.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You gotta start off with the milk.
Okay.
Shalom, bro.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I'll see y'all next- What-
Saturday.
What shalom mean?
Peace.
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 Okay.
Shalom. Hey, Ak means brother. So shalom, Ak
Ak means brother.
means brother in the Hebrew.
Really?
And shalom means peace.
Yeah,
Ak means brother.
Akia means brother. Ak is just like short.
Bro.
Nah, Akia means my brother. Ak means brother.
Ak means brother.
Good.
So shalom Ak.
Shalom, Ak.
Shalom Ak. Okay. I
Good,
got it.
good.
All right.
Shalom, Ak.
I didn't know that. I thought Akia was brother.
I thought that too, bro.
Yeah, I used to think that too. But it's Ak is brother. The ya on it means my brother.
My brother, okay.
Akyam means my brother.
Brothers. Okay.
Yeah. Good. But
Okay.
back to the topic.
Yeah. What was we at, bro?
We're going
let's-
into Jacob's trouble.
Con.
But do you want to keep on?
Yeah, let's keep going in how you get understanding.
Con.
Okay. All right.
Gotta have teachers.
Were you finished on that?
I'm gonna read this again, and the brother can
I
jump.
was holding something else, so we can go to something else, whatever you got.
It says, Jeremiah 23 and 4. I'm gonna start at 1 and jump to 4. It says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastures," said the Lord.
Shit,
Con. And
go back.
the pastors that destroy and scatter are people, all those false pastors that are teaching false doctrines,
Yep.
preaching lies, deceiving people.
In these Christian churches.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's chiefly starting at the Catholic Church,
Oh yeah.
because Christianity is the #1 religion, and Catholicism is the #1 denomination across the world.
Yep.
You know, the Pope is their false preacher,
Yep.
because all he does is speak from the heart. You know, he preaches those smooth words.
Yep.
You know, matter of fact, you
And it says that the in the scriptures it talks about, in Revelation they talk about the false prophet that deceived the whole world. That's talking about the Catholic Church, because all the world religions stem out of the Catholic Church. You know, the word Catholic just means universal, man. You know, and when you really go into it, it's a bunch of women. Like what he was asking, the first thing he asked us about was the woman. Well, that come out of the Catholic Church, exalting the Virgin Mary, making her like she's some sort of queen to be worshipped or something.
Yeah,
you know?
they actually believe that Mary lived a sinless life, you know, because if she didn't, how was she able to birth a perfect son? Which is totally nonsense.
And they esteem Mary above Joseph.
Yeah, they just do away with Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph.
They
They
don't
don't
even
even talk
acknowledge.
about Joseph. You never hear a church talk about Joseph.
Yep. They like the Mary got impregnated by the Spirit, the Holy
Yeah.
Spirit, like it was a
Immaculate.
immaculate birth.
And
Joseph
then they
did
don't
nothing.
understand what that word means, immaculate, because it just means pure. You know? And it was truly a pure conception, you know? But that don't mean that she had sex with some sort of angel. Angels don't have sex, to tell you that in the scriptures. They're not given into marriage.
Yeah, they be bodies terrestrial and bodies celestial.
Huh.
You know. But yeah, man, they even pray to the Mary. They pray to all these different saints. They believe that you can get to the Father through someone besides Yahweh Shai. You know, besides the Son. You know, and they have these little relics at different cathedrals. You know, body parts that used to be on their so-called saints, and they reverence those. They bow down to them and kiss them, and oh man,
Yeah.
man, you're bringing back traumatic memories of going to Catholic school,
They
man.
don't feel like they can pray straight to the Heavenly Father either, man. They have to go through the priest.
Oh
and
yeah,
prayer.
yeah. They believe the confession.
Confession,
You know?
yeah.
They believe that they have to ask forgiveness from the priest,
Yep.
because that's the only way to get forgiveness from the Most High. They call that the sacrament of reconciliation, and their sacraments are a bunch of idol worships too.
Yep.
You know, there's sacrament of communion, or the sacrament of Eucharist. You know, it's just nothing but a little wafer. And they think that when you eat it, you actually become one with Jesus. Like that's part of his body. And when they drink the wine, they actually believe that's part of that it's from wine. And then when they drink it, it turns into blood. Hey,
Yeah,
man.
like in the Salaki. You got it.
Hey, the Most High has a sense of humor. He may actually do change that the bread and wine into Cesare's blood. He might get AIDS. get
Oh, shit.
sick, man. Hey,
Damn.
I hope that does happen, man. I used to be vexed as hell, man.
Damn.
You know, having to go to a Catholic school and watch all these jakes, man, line up for some goddamn wine, and they think that it's some actual blood.
That's right, bro.
Wake up, Israel! Catholicism doesn't have the truth. They preach all kind of madness.
Con.
Hey, and it's 2018, and you don't realize that these Catholic priests are a bunch of pedophiles?
That's right.
Wake the hell up!
That's right.
The Pope himself is a pedophile.
Con.
And if the Pope was so high holy, then why hasn't his power stricken me down yet? You know, our power is doing work right now. Look at Hurricane Florence.
That's right.
Washing up all those niggers, man.
Con.
And them spics over there. Those hard-headed Israelites that don't want to conduct themselves as Israelites. Where's your Jesus?
Con.
Hey.
Hey, let me get that scripture, bro.
Con, go ahead. Yeah. Whatever.
Where's your power? Where is that at? Cause yeah, those other guys, man, they don't have any power, man. You know.
Yeah, man. Not once praying to their so-called saints has it worked, man. Saint Anthony for things that get lost. You're supposed to pray to Saint Anthony. Well, they got a false idol for everything, man. Over animals, pray to a certain so-called saint. If your dog's sick, or if you're sick, or pray to quote unquote Holy Mother Mary. If I don't know, man. It's a bunch of folly, man. Not once has it worked for you. Don't pretend like it does.
It's like it, bro.
This Romans 10 and 14. We start at verse 13. It says, "For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
John.
How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?"
Right. Because y'all are calling on a different name. That's why we haven't been saved yet. But ever since the apostles and elders have come out and started calling on those names, more brothers have woken up to the truth. More judgment has been coming to pass. You know, more and more. You know, it's starting to pick up. And how will you know who the true power is unless they do come out?
This is the book of Acts chapter 4 verse 12. "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved."
Yeah, man. So quit praying to your so-called saints, which are actually false idols, man. You know, dumb idols. Y'all been carried away onto dumb idols. Y'all oppressors have beaten y'all so much into believing this plantation Christianity. You know, Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. That's how you pray, man. When you mention the heavenly Father's name, which is Yahweh, you better go through his son Yahweh Shai, because his son is the one worthy of glory right now, not nobody else. No one. Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai.
That's right. This is John chapter 4 verse 22. "Ye worship ye know not what."
Yeah, man, y'all do some research. Learn about your faith at least. You know, y'all just come up here not even bringing facts, not knowing what the fuck y'all are talking about. If y'all knew anything about the Bible, we can start with Jacob and Esau, because that's where we should start. Or we could start with the image of the Lord. But no, y'all want to go straight into deep things, talking about you know, prophecies and stuff, saying that our prophecies are wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you don't even know who can be saved and who can't. Y'all don't even know who the chosen people are. Fucking dumbasses, man.
Yeah, you got that elementary doctrine where they read the books to you with all the pictures and everything is happily ever after ending.
Yeah, they'll show Noah.
Like a Disney movie or something.
Everything like a Disney movie.
Salaki.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bible just one big Disney movie.
Yeah, man, they just show Noah with a smile on his face building an ark.
Yeah. Yeah, like he was just having good times.
No, man, you bet your ass he was probably shaking his boots, like hoping that he can build this huge boat in time,
Ah, he was catching hell.
and being vexed for people constantly coming up to him. It's like, what? Why are you building a boat?
Yeah.
He's probably tired. You know, his
Laughing at him, mocking him.
Yeah,
Same looks we get for standing out here preaching the Bible.
and his
Why y'all standing out here in downtown party side of Memphis? Why y'all standing down here where everybody partying and preaching the Bible? That's the looks that we get. That's the type of looks that Noah was getting. Like, the hell you building that shit for?
Yeah,
What the fuck you gonna do with that big ass boat?
right.
We gonna show you.
I mean, he was probably slaving away building that thing, man. His hands were probably mangled. His whole body was probably a callus. You know, getting splinters every day.
You remember we was watching the movie Evan Almighty?
Yeah, he's busting his thumb up like every time he hit a nail in, man.
And Noah didn't have them type of resources.
Yeah,
He didn't have a lumber yard where he went, took his truck and backed up to the lumber yard, and they laid 5 bundles of lumber on the back of his truck.
Yeah. He had to do it the hard way.
Yeah, he had to start from scratch.
Yeah,
He had to get down there and chop some trees down.
Yeah, he probably had to find a few rocks, sharpen them both up, tie it to a stick, then chop it down. You know, make his own. He had to make his own tools first, and then he probably didn't use.
Comment.
He probably didn't use nails and such.
Matthew 22.
You know, that boat
29.
like held together by its own weight. You know.
Yeah, 'cause he had to build that ark was the size of like what, 3 football fields? It was estimated 450 feet long,
Yeah.
50 feet high. Okay,
Which
so
that,
450 feet. That's what? Oh, that's like 2 football fields.
yeah. I imagine it be more like 2 football stadiums, man. That thing must have had to been huge
Yeah, it was huge.
to get every animal on there twice
yeah.
and
Oh,
7
yeah.
times for the clean animals.
Yep.
Oh man, and then living through that. How long was he on there? 40 days and 40 nights.
40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah,
Non-stop. And it wasn't just rain like you get here, it just rain. It was like a hurricane, man.
Yeah.
It was worse than any hurricane that's ever been in the earth, man.
Yeah.
Because the Lord said when he finished, he said he wasn't gonna never flood the earth anymore.
Yeah.
Now, the earth still floods in some places. But you gotta know when he said he wasn't gonna flood it, he meant he wasn't gonna do it to that magnitude, where people was gonna be destroyed at that magnitude. Because people still dying right now from hurricanes, floods, you know what I'm saying? But he said he wasn't gonna completely wipe out the inhabitants of the earth by a flood, you know?
That's why the rainbow shows up after every time it rains.
That's the spirit, bro. I was just thinking that out.
You know
That's
that.
their covenant.
Yeah, that's
And then
the
they
covenant.
took that and made that wicked, man. Esau took the rainbow and made that into a damn
Took
homosexual
a symbol
thing.
of life and made it a symbol of death.
Yep.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
He took a thing where when you see it, you should be thankful and humble that he didn't flood the whole earth again. You know, because he has a power to do so. Because that's supposed to be set as a rainbow is supposed to be set as a reminder that the Most High
Had mercy.
Yeah,
Had
had
mercy.
mercy on a very select people.
And now they took the rainbow and made it a flag
For,
that
pride.
represents the place that he destroyed with fire and brimstone, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, because y'all flaunt that rainbow saying, like, oh, yeah, I'm a homosexual, I'm an abomination. It's basically like mocking the Lord.
But at the end of the day, the Lord got a sense of humor, man. You know?
Yeah,
He put
yeah.
that pride in these faggots, all right, and the pride in Esau to allow them to, you know, which Esau goddamn faggot himself, so of course he did it for his own pleasures, you know, because you always catch the main ones you catch in that pedophilia, sleeping with these underage kids and minors, is these politicians, man. these so-called politicians, these old white politicians, man, so-called white.
John. And what's that thing called? Necrophiliacs. People that sleep with dead bodies.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but a bunch of weird ass white boys, man.
Hey, it was a Jake, man, that did that shit too, man. Right here in Memphis.
Sleeping with dead bodies.
Man, he slept with a corpse, man.
Hey, but our people wicked too.
Our people
Yeah,
wicked,
our
man.
wicked.
This dude slept with he popped a corpse, man.
And see, that's why the Lord said judgment gonna start. Matter of fact, Amos 3:2. You get it, Baba Shah? You get what you gonna get.
I get it.
Yeah, Amos 3:2, man. You can get 2 Peter 4:17. But let me finish this while y'all getting that. This is John 4:22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship. For salvation is of the Jews. But the hour cometh, now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. And that's what you see. Us brothers throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. Under that, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right. Teaching the true doctrine of the Bible, of the Lord, and worshiping him by his true, by their true names, worshiping the Heavenly Father and the Son by their true names, okay? Preaching the truth of the Bible, man. Not this big deception that's going on.
God, this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the ends be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Right. So the Lord coming back ultimately to judge his people first, man. Because see, all the wickedness that these other nations are doing, and all the wickedness that the so-called white man is pushing throughout the earth, the Most High set him up to do that. But he set Israel up to be holy, a separate and sanctified nation, to lead the earth, the inhabitants of the earth, in righteous judgment, man. But what do? We follow the ways of the heathen. The scriptures forbid us to do that, man. Jeremiah 10:2 said, "Learn not the ways of the heathen, man."
That's right.
But we do just the opposite.
Yeah. Esau can be in that fucking folly spirit, man, because it's his kingdom, man. What in the fuck Jake doing out here riding on a cart, singing and dancing and shit?
Hey,
and your ass broke as fuck, man.
John, the scriptures even tell Esau to, rejoice, because this is your kingdom.
Yep.
Esau should be thanking us when he comes up here. We're saying how much time he has left.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not much.
Yeah.
Go do all the wicked shit that you usually do.
Because
That's
that's a sign to him. This is a sign to him of what time it is in his kingdom.
Yeah.
When the prophets, what they say, when the Lord said, when he gonna raise up the tabernacle of David, the ruins of David, all right, it's the end, man.
Yeah.
When you see the mighty men, the prophets back on the highways and the hedges speaking the word, it's the end, man. That's something that Esau, that's like a warning to Esau. That's something that he can take into consideration about how much time he got left in his rulership.
Hey, I got
like,
two
oh
free
man,
stuff too,
I know, but the elites, they know. It's just you average Edomites walking around here in darkness, not knowing who you really are, because the devil take out his own people, man. He don't give a damn what it means. He don't give a damn what means it takes to continue his rule.
Yeah.
He gonna achieve it.
Yep.
He don't care what casualties come, who he kills. Even if it means killing his own people and destroying his own people, he gonna do what he gotta do to make sure that his rulership lasts forever. But he's been deceived.
I got a quick precept. This Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah, man, your days are determined. Determined by the Most High, through, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yep.
Right.
You know, he's got a limit for your wickedness.
That's right.
Once you hit it, hey, Yahushua is coming back, man.
That's right.
You know, and these elites know. That's why the scriptures say, the devil shall come down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he has a
but
short time.
That's right.
So he knows his time is running out, man. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why he's gonna come out as hard as he can with martial law, all his technology, all of his nukes.
Yep.
You know, he's gonna try to destroy the whole world, man.
That's why you see him imposing his will over there in the Middle East. You know, constantly warring with Syria and all them nations over there, setting up his embassies and setting up his position so that he can control the assets, man. You know, he trying to get sole control of the earth so that he can show himself as God,
Yep.
as just like the scriptures say. You know,
Yeah. He know he got a short time, so he gonna do everything in his power, man, to push that chip, man, and to get it accomplished, man. That's
Yep.
why it's a scripture that says something to the extent of just as he's filling his belly,
right,
you know.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when as soon as he think that new world order is gonna be accomplished, man, Most High gonna snatch the rug out from under him,
Yep.
man.
Lord gonna snatch that power seat.
Yeah, he gonna snatch the power seat out,
Yeah,
man.
he said as soon as he's filling his belly.
Yeah.
You know, it's like those Tom and Jerry cartoons. You know, like right when they're about to bite into a sandwich, you know, Jerry will snatch it right out and he bites
Yeah.
down and like breaks his teeth.
Yeah.
Or he'll slip a brick in there, so when he bites down on it, fucks his teeth up.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how Esau is gonna be. You know, he's preparing all this nice sandwich filled with martial law and the RFID chip, thinking that he's in control, that he just became the new God. No, all these nice ingredients. As soon as he tries to eat it and swallow it, he finds out that Israel slipped out of the sandwich and put some poison in that sandwich.
Hey, this Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High Power shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. Hey, that's cold, man. I mean, it breaks it down clearly. As
Yep.
soon as he thinks he's got it all nice and made, that's when, you know, Yahushua is coming back, raising up his army, and, you know, raining down on you, man. You know, with these nuclear fires, with these spiritual powers, man.
Oh yeah.
That's why I say come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Because like, that's gotta be a perplexing feeling to know, man, damn, I saw my seat. And what the fuck happened? Now I'm down on the ground, you know?
Yeah.
God,
Had to
it-
snatch it away.
It's like you know, like a fighter, man. He'll get that knockout blow, and the opponent starts wobbling, and he goes up and turns around and lifts up his hands, thinking that he's
thinking
got it
it's over
won.
with.
But he's only wobbling, so he gets back up and sucker punches him, man. He doesn't even know what hit him. Next thing he knows, he's waking up in an ambulance, you know, getting transported, you know, to serve his opponent because his ass just got whooped.
Yeah.
He was made his bitch.
They putting the smelling salt on his nose.
Yeah, waking up and all confused. Hey, that's a natural reaction too. You know, whenever you wake up from getting knocked out, you know, most of the time you're still conscious and like you know what just happened and you can still hear things.
Yeah.
But then once you wake up, every time, you know, they'll wake up and say, "What just happened?"
Yeah,
even
what
though
happened?
even though they knew what happened. It's
They
still-
ass wake up, the thing about that though, when they ass wake up, it's gonna be chains around their neck
Yeah.
and a whip on their ass.
Yeah, and their last memory is succeeding with the RFID chip and stuff.
Come.
Oh man,
They're like, wait a minute, how did this happen?
you know.
Yeah.
So you tell me that was just a dream? Like,
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
just about to sit down and drink me a glass of wine. Where the fuck these chains come from?
Yeah. Like one of the brothers said, I think in the Chicago camp, they still in their Tom Ford.
yeah.
Still in the nice Tom Ford suit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Got the,
He chained up though.
Got the,
It's over with.
you know, Esau like them fine suits, Armani and Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Big ass chain on his neck.
That's right.
Yup.
This is a precept the brother Anna put on the comment board.
God.
It's Matthew 22 and 29. It says, Yahushua answered and said unto them, you do err not knowing the scriptures,
Yeah.
nor the power of the Most High.
God.
Yeah, man, y'all don't know what y'all are dealing with when y'all come up here, man. These are the prophecies, statutes, laws, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, the Most High.
That's right.
And people walk by like, you know, that
They
it
don't
ain't
give
shit.
a fuck. Yeah, they don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
But in the time of your calamity, you know.
They shall know a prophet has been among them.
Hey,
Yep.
that's right, bro. You know, Jake don't want to really get right, man, until he and his trouble is around. You know, like you know, you'll see Jake go to jail for something, and then he want to come. You know why? Well, I ain't gonna even say come out. Why he in jail? That's when he want to, you know, cry to the Lord. That's when he want to try to, oh yeah, I need to get my life right. I need, you know, he'll try to be so-called Muslim or whatever. Get into the scriptures. Get
Some
spiritual.
sense of spiritual enlightenment.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But the whole time, you know what I'm saying, when you had liberty.
That's why scriptures say, woe to him that are settled on his leaves, that involves the Lord's law. You know, you can get there because I know that's pretty much what you're going into.
Yeah.
That's the mindset of Jake though. Jake is a big ass procrastinator.
Yep.
Running on nigger time, man.
Yep.
Yep. This second Ezra's 9 and 11. It says, and they that have loathed my law.
Part of one.
Okay, this is second Ezra 9 and 10. For such as in their life
Part
have.
of one more.
Okay, 9 and 9. Then shall they be a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures say, let favor be shown unto the wicked. God, that's the spirit.
Yeah, and it says, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Yeah, man, because, hey, that's why the Most High is letting all these wicked people run rampant right now. You know, because this is a time of repentance. This is a time of the prophets going out on the highways and byways and preaching the word and trying to wake them up. No, this is the time of us going out and calling upon deaf ears. You know? But as we're doing this, trying to tell them and wake them up, hey, they're not gonna wake up, man, because they love death, man.
Yep.
You know, they're destined for this destruction that we're prophesying.
This is verse 12, 2 Ezra 9 and 12. It says, the same must know it after death by pain.
Yeah, because then they'll know the mercy that he had on them through death, man.
Yep, death by pain, man. So
yeah, because it's like the prophets see his mercy right now, so we don't have to know his mercy by death and pain. But they're gonna have to know it by death and pain because they don't see mercy right now.
Yep. That death and pain, that pain is coming by Jacob's trouble and ultimately the thermonuclear missiles.
that's right. Yep. And basically, man, they're gonna have to pay for their own sins, man. Yahushua's blood is not gonna cover their sins, man.
Yep.
You know, they had to get it later. But as of right now, man, they're death by pain, man.
God, that's
You know?
that scripture. They'll have no cloak for their sins.
God.
Yep, that's why we out here. See, the Jake that came up here earlier seeking understanding, What he don't know is now that he's marked,
Yeah.
you know, because ultimately he's received the true understanding. He received a seed of it, a bit of it. You know, he has more to learn, but he knows where to get it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so he has the what you would call he has the tools.
Yeah.
Now he has to put the tools to use.
Yeah, like you said, you laid the seed, and it's,
Yeah.
you know, hey, it's ultimately up to the Most High if he gonna be able to accept it. But you laid it, you know. We
Yeah.
brothers laid the seed, and
Yeah. Now
know?
he got the liberty to come down here. He got the liberty to go on. He got internet. He got the liberty.
Yeah.
He got the means and the freedom to learn this truth, to learn the judgment of the Heavenly Father and the Son.
yeah,
Now, if he decides to do it or not, is ultimately up to the Most High.
that's right.
Yeah, man, because the Most High could have had it as soon as he turned his back on us. He forgot us. He forgot about all this whole conversation. Or he could have it to where he probably, you know, started watching a video as soon as he turned his back to us. And
Yeah.
started studying right then and there on his way home, right when he got home. And not stop until he comes back out here again. You know, it's up to the Most High, man.
Get this, y'all can I think it's Peter's perilous time shall come.
You still want that Amos?
Nah, you can drop that.
Okay. Said perilous times.
I'm gonna get it for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a scripture. I know it's in Peter. Nah, it's Salaki. Yeah, Salaki. 2 Timothy 3.
All right.
Start at verse 1.
2 Timothy 3 and 1.
Right?
You got a light, bro? Well, it's good.
Yeah, I got a light. Salaki, I got a light.
Yeah, I'm getting old, bro.
Nah, it's dog out
All right, this 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
here. Right, and that perilous, it means troublesome. You know, troublesome times. Jacob's trouble. You know, I'm finna get it real quick. Full of danger or risk.
Full of danger and risk. Every step you take might be a trap. You know, it's a 50-50 shot. Actually, it'll probably be more like a
That's right.
9,999,001, you know, compared to your one shot. Because for you 2/3 and heathens, man, hey, it's gonna be risky business out here for you, man.
Hey, that's what it say. Dangerous or risky. Involving peril.
The spirit.
You know, very hazardous or dangerous times. So that's what's coming. Like the original topic was Jacob's trouble. But you
Yeah.
can keep going though, bro.
It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents.
Ooh, man, hey, man. Start over. Read the first one again.
All right. For men shall be lovers of their own selves,
Right.
covetous.
It's like you know, lovers of their own selves. That's all you see on social media. It's
Yep.
them flexing their slave points, which is a green paper, you know, that you rarely see in your
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, all the bottles that they're popping on the club. You know, they're crazy frat parties that they're going to. You know.
Keep
Let's
going.
keep going,
All right,
bro.
man. Suck it.
Don't
Read
freeze
on.
up. Keep
All
going.
right. It says boasters, proud, blasphemers.
Yeah, boasters, proud, and blasphemers.
This is what we talking about
yep,
right here.
Yep, that's right.
See, I already saw it coming.
As soon as he rolled
I already
up.
saw it coming. I said, watch these demons right here. You know? Now, he got to be about 40. He got to be at least 40.
He said 45.
Riding around on a goddamn scooter.
Yep.
Keep going.
Folly, man. It says disobedient to parents, unthankful,
Yeah.
unholy.
Disobedient to parents, unfaithful and unholy.
That's right.
You know, that's all you see in this generation.
Yep.
Is these wicked ass kids, you know, telling their parents what to do. Man, this generation is so disrespectful, man. I can't bear to see you know, a person my age have a kid right now. Man, I can't imagine how they'd raise that kid.
Yeah.
Seeing how they treated their parents, imagine what their kid is gonna do to them. You know?
That's right. It says.
That's why the scriptures say in Matthew, what was that 24 we brought out earlier, that no flesh shall be saved unless the Lord speed it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because kids these days are like eating Tide Pods for views on social media and shit.
Yep.
Hey, following this is setting great dignity.
Yeah.
And that folly is death, man. Every abomination that they commit, you know, for publicity is going to lead to their destruction. So, I mean, if the Most High doesn't come back, he's not going to have anybody else to save, you know, because constantly this world is being polluted, the food's being poisoned, you know, so on and so forth.
Yeah, our kids, our minds are defiled, full of wickedness and all sorts of vile acts. You know, the games that they are coming up with. You know, you look at some of these games they coming up with. Man, these kids ain't got no business playing these video games.
Salaki, bro. You got it. I was just gonna say that Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand
That
Theft
kind
Auto.
of shit, man, really ain't for kids.
The
man.
music.
The music, the
You
money.
know?
Yeah, because everything that you hear through the media, whether it be social media or mainstream media, is that the only way to get money or make it in society is if you do wicked shit.
You gotta do wicked shit.
You know, like on that Grand Theft Auto game, you only make money by robbing, selling drugs.
You got your kids really learning how to be a criminal from the age of 5.
Yeah.
Homosexual. You got your kids watching SpongeBob and they promoting homosexuality.
Yeah, man, SpongeBob's a faggot, man. You know, there's certain episodes where he like flirts with Squidward.
And then you got these women, all they do is got their kids in front of the TV watching SpongeBob,
Yeah. Or with a tablet.
you know, dressing them up. And then if they not dressing, if the father ain't in the house, they dressing them up like them. I was in the 7-Eleven the other day. This girl got on pajamas, Jordans, and some type of shirt. Her little son got on the same thing she got on. So you wondering why you seeing faggots running rapidly?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I remember one time back when I was a real little kid. My cousins who were girls, they dressed up my brother, like put him in a bra and stuff, and put makeup on him and stuff. He came upstairs. My dad whipped his ass.
Yeah, you got these women putting their kids' hairs and these little boys giving them man bums.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a man bum?
Yeah.
That's not for a man. The man ain't got no business putting his hair in a goddamn ponytail on top of his head, man.
What's that?
And you got these women, they promoting their sons to be like little girls.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey,
Putting plaits all in their damn heads and shit.
I was just finna say that, bro. Them long ass dreads hanging to their back. Yeah, it's like a damn woman, man. You know? And you had the men that push that too, bro. It's not just the women. You know, you had the men out here, man, that had those long ass dreadlocks, and then turn around and had their little kids do the same shit.
Niggas had the dreadlocks. They tie them all up.
Yeah, put them up like
Put
with
them up
style.
like a woman and shit, have it hanging down. All these old feminine ass hairstyles, man.
Yeah.
You got the men trying to be women and the women trying to be men.
Yeah.
I'm looking on social media up there. You got this bitch putting a beard weave on. Beard, what the fuck?
I saw that.
Goddamn,
I saw that. Yeah.
some type of beard weave on her fucking face.
Yeah, dyke. She getting a haircut. She already getting a haircut. And then she tried to, like you say, bro, glue a beard on.
Then glue the goddamn beard on her face. Now that's going too goddamn far. Cause see, the one thing that's left that we got to identify a man being a man is a beard.
Beard. Yep.
Now you do got some of these manly ass women, they drink a lot, they have a mustache, but this bitch had a beard, glued a beard on her face bigger than mine.
Hey, man.
And like you said, what about the girl at your at the job that she got mad cause
somebody called her a boy, man. You know, my woman works. She started a new job, man. All she works around is dykes, man. and man, one of the chicks got offended because the supervisor told her, "Come on, ladies, let's go, ladies."
Yeah, let's go, ladies.
She, who's she talking about? I'm a boy.
What kind of
like,
shit
what
is
the
that,
fuck
man?
is this? It's wickedness,
Bitch
man.
get offended because you call her a lady.
Yeah.
She really, in her mind, she really thinks she a fucking man.
Hey, and that's really a compliment to call these bitches ladies.
Yeah.
But this is Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
That's right.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power.
Right.
Right.
And they're gonna be put to death.
You know?
All these faggots gonna be put to death, man. And
Right.
it's gonna be rightfully so. See, the thing about the Lord is, he said he required that which is past. There's nothing new under the sun. So he rained down fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah. What you think gonna happen in America?
That's right.
Fire and brimstone gonna rain down. Because ultimately, when you go and do your research on homosexuality, which I had recently did a study on it, right? If you look up where homosexuality is most accepted in the earth, you're gonna come to find out that it's America. America is the #1 country acceptable of homosexuality, man. You actually still got very few countries over in the Middle East and the eastern part of the world that you can still be put to death for being a homosexual in, man.
Yeah, and also, bro, that's another way you can tell that those fake Jews over there in the land of Israel, man, you know, they not
They have
the
a
real
big ass
people.
gay parade.
They had a gay parade in Tel Aviv, man. You know, that I forget what it's called, but what is it? I think something about pink. I can't think of it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. So.
Big
that-
ass gay party. That's what they having over there in the Holy Land.
Yeah, in the Holy Land, man.
Yep. And see, them gonna be the two places that's gonna get hit the hardest. America gonna be first, but Israel gonna get hit too, man. You know? Cause all that shit gotta be reduced to dust before it ever get built. There ain't gonna be one.
that
The
shit
Lord
is
said
finished.
that. He said there ain't gonna be one stone left. When the Lord come back, he coming to produce a whole lot of ashes.
Yeah, man, because that's why you don't see us, you know, trying to build a military and trying to go over to Israel and claim back our land like these
yeah.
fake Jews and these
yeah.
Muslims are fighting over for.
We walking in a big ass tray.
Yeah.
What you walking around on,
a
what you
ass
walking
tray.
around in is a big ass tray.
Yeah,
And the Lord coming to make ashes.
that's right.
All right. This is Jude 1:7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the
Salak. Oh yeah, hold on. Salak. Like on X-Men. It was one of my favorite movies. The Apocalypse, the one with Apocalypto.
Yeah.
He really quoted the scriptures. They put he said, everything they built will fall. And from the ashes, we will build our world. Which I'm just quoting it. It was something to that degree.
Yeah.
But basically that's what he said. He said, everything they built will fall, and from the ashes, we gonna build up ours. That's what's gonna happen, man.
Hey, and did he say that as like all the missiles were launching up too?
Yeah.
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 Man, that's cold, man. You know, but in the movie, he had it to where like the missiles didn't go off or something like that.
Yep.
No, he's just getting rid of them.
Yep.
Hey, but when the Most High gets rid of the missiles, they're going
I think
off.
it was Magneto or somebody snapped out of it, and I forgot how it went. But yeah, you know they always got to put their happily ever after ending of how the real destruction gonna come, just like they did in Independence Day and all the other movies. But we know how the story really ends.
Yeah, they're going off.
Yeah.
I appreciate it for you too, bro.
Okay, let them finish it out.
All right, Jude 1:7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
Yep.
Hey, it says Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner. So anybody that goes in like manner follows after the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, like Pompeii. You know, do some research on Pompeii, man. You know, you go into it, it was nothing but a fag city, man. And they got burnt up by that. They say it got burnt up with by Mount Vesuvius, But man, I believe that is spiritual fire that rained down on them. You know?
Con, you know, and the scriptures tell you, matter of fact, how Shah said out of his own mouth, how that, matter of fact, I got it. It says, Matthew 11:22. But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at the day of judgment than for you.
Yeah.
It say, and then it go on to say, verse 24. But I say unto you that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and the day of in the day of judgment than for thee. Now, why is the Lord saying that? Because it's gonna be 10 times more fire and brimstone than it was really 100 times.
Yeah.
You know, 200 million missiles. Okay? So you can just imagine Sodom and Gomorrah, it was like 5 cities total along with Sodom and Gomorrah that got destroyed by fire and brimstone. The Lord said it's gonna be more tolerable for them 5 cities in Sodom and Gomorrah than it's gonna be for this time when the destruction come, man. For the day of judgment that's gonna come in this time. And the Lord didn't spare nobody but Lot and his family.
Right.
And then took his wife from him for even looking back, man.
Yep. Turned on to
That's
a
why the
pillow of
scriptures
salt.
say, woe to him that put his hand to the plow and look it back. He is not fit for the kingdom.
Yeah, man, because looking back is symbolic for you know, desiring that place, wanting to go back.
Yep.
You know, which I mean, it is a fleshly desire to want to be at more peace than what you're going through now. But you got to keep in mind that this isn't our rest. You're not gonna find rest here, man.
Yep.
You know, our rest is in the kingdom. Look forward for rest. Don't look
That's right.
back at
Don't
it.
look
That's
back.
right, bro. That's right.
Yeah, you
Because-
start thinking about all the problems you catching in the truth.
Yeah, but it's easy. It's easy to forget all the
Shit you was catching.
Yeah, it's because look at Israelites, man. When they got delivered out of Egypt. I know right when I get started.
Okay, just keep going.
All right, because when they got delivered out of Egypt, they desired to go back because they had fish. But the scripture said that Pharaoh made them build bricks, but they didn't even have material
They had
for
to
it.
build bricks from straw.
Yeah, they didn't have material to build bricks, and they were getting whipped for not building bricks. And then they said that they wanted to go back because they had fish.
Yeah.
But they're getting beat, man.
Yeah.
Getting tortured.
And you forget about the ass whooping you were catching before you came into the truth. When you was in the world, you still getting your ass beat.
Yeah.
Right.
You was
Still
just
a
able.
struggle.
You was just able to do more wickedness unknowingly.
Mm-hmm.
But see what happened when you go back in the world, you're gonna go back to being that nigga that don't mind sleeping with any man's woman, committing adultery, and that shit gonna weigh in on your conscience because you know the truth. You be like, damn, I know I ain't supposed to be
Yep.
fucking this man woman. You know, I
Man.
know I ain't supposed to be smoking dope. I know I ain't supposed to be I know I ain't supposed to be stealing.
Hey,
But
bro.
you go back to doing those things because, man, shit seems like since I came to the truth, I can't get a woman now, man. Every woman I try to holler at, she got a man. Man, damn, I miss when I was able to smoke me a joint, man. Man, I miss when I was able to go over there and hit that lick, man. Man, I used to hit the, you know, Jake be reflecting on all the wicked shit they was doing when they was in the world. Like, man, when I ain't had no money, man, I remember I ain't had to go and look for no job. I just run over here, man. I used to hit so many licks, man, and do this. You know, niggas just be reflecting on old shit because them demons be on them, man.
Yep.
That's why you have to rebuke them demons, otherwise they'll swallow you up, choke out the word, and you be right back in the world.
Yeah, man, and like, you know, I get those thoughts like, oh man, I wish I was back in high school. Like I didn't have to work or do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, but then I remembered like how vexed I was at school, being around in a Catholic school, you know, stuck up bitches because they all came from money,
Yeah.
and even the Jakes in there, you know, they thought that they were equal with them, but I know that they couldn't afford the gas that they put in their trucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I remember, you know, staying up late doing essays. Times weren't really easier then.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that it's very easy to forget all the bad times that you go through, because that's how your flesh protects itself from bugging out.
Yeah,
You know, because if you suffer from traumatic events, you know, you want to push that back, man. You don't want to deal with it, because those aren't comforting thoughts.
Yeah, you don't want to remember bad times.
Yeah, but really you do, you know, because we know that when we get in the kingdom, we're gonna have to pay double unto what they've done to us.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to remember every last memory
Yeah,
that
Romans
Esau,
15
traumatic
and 4.
memory that Esau has put us through.
Let them get Romans 15 and 4 right quick.
All right, this Romans 15 and 4, it says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning."
So when you look back throughout the scriptures and you look at all the greater works, the greatest works that the Lord ever done, it was always some type of destruction behind it. From Egypt to Sodom and Gomorrah to Noah and the flood, okay, to all the great works he did with the prophets, you know. Hey, it was always some type of destruction. And those things were written for us to remember how the Lord always delivered us during the time of our calamity and the time of our distress and distraught, you know. So you trying to go back into the time where you didn't have no salvation. You didn't have no source of true power or true deliverance.
Yeah,
That's gonna get you destroyed, man.
yeah.
Because you catching hell on this side of the truth, but the thing about it is the Lord is protecting you. And the Lord is actually putting you through these things so he can get a reaction out of you. And that reaction that he wants out of you is for you to depend and lean on him, man. Not lean on your own strength. Not guide your own steps, but be guided by the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right, bro.
Keep going, bro.
It says that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. You know? So this is the true comfort, man.
Yup.
Ain't no comfort in the world. All you have is a goddamn devil constantly over you, being a tyrant. You gotta go and work for crumbs, kibbles and bits, just enough to pay your bills. And then when you do get a little extra money, you so worn out, all you want to do is go out here and spend it up and have a good time, party with the brothers. Man, I'm gonna give you some hoes, man. Go to the club, man. Drink, pull up, turn up. Turn up with what, nigga? $200?
Yeah.
You know? And then you need $100 of that to put gas in your car and eat for the rest of the week.
Mm-hmm. That's why Jake love eating them so-called comfort foods, man.
Yeah, those
You know?
high-calorie foods.
Those high-calorie foods, man.
Man, Jake will tear a 4 for 4 up.
Man, you know?
Man, I can eat a 4 for Jake already be counting his lunch. I can eat a 4 for 4 for 5 days. That ain't but $20. Let me put my lunch money up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So you really ain't got no refuge in the world, man.
Yeah.
I got something. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 10. Say not thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these?
Yeah.
For thou do not inquire wisely concerning this. You know? Because it's, yeah. Like, there wasn't less wickedness 10 years ago. It just wasn't brought into the light, you know? Because the stuff that we're bringing out, you know, all these pedophiles in the churches, they're around back in the 70s. It just wasn't brought to the light like it is now.
It wasn't on a level like it is now though either though. Because the scripture tell you because wickedness is abound.
yeah.
So wickedness is constantly growing.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. It was still around, you know, it just wasn't being exposed like it is now.
Yeah.
Because see, really, the prophets are the ones that exposing it. We uncovering the wickedness of these devils, man. You know? Ultimately, it's really in everybody's faces. People are just blind, willingly blind to the fact. People don't want to see the wickedness that's going on. Because a lot of times people secretly have things that they do that they don't want to come to the light because it condemns them. Walk through there. Yeah, all you got to do is go straight through there. Yep.
Yeah, Isaiah 30 and 10. And it says, I'll start at 9. Isaiah 30 and 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
Speak unto us smooth things. Show us where I can go feed my face in.
Yeah,
That's what she-
yeah,
So-
there's a sign of what you talking about. Where's the
Yeah.
all you can eat buffet?
Yeah. Damn what we talking about. Excuse me, by the way. The excuse me is really damn what you talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, excuse me from what you're saying right now.
Right.
She said, I don't want
Yeah,
part of
excuse
what
me.
you're saying
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Where can I go get some?
I ain't
Yeah,
trying to
where
eat
can
that
I get-
bullshit.
Yeah. Where can I get some physical food?
I don't want to eat that bullshit right there. You, damn what you cooking up right
Whew.
now. What you serving.
Man.
But see, if, like the scriptures say, if they really had known what this was, they would have had what the Lord tell the was it the Samaritan woman?
Yeah, you'll never thirst again.
Yeah.
Yep. What is that?
Yeah, this is the endless buffet right here.
Yeah.
This is the all you can eat. But no, she wants to go to the Texas Day Brazil, which is a pricey ass
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
meat
$100.
buffet.
That's
yeah,
$100 a person.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big boy plates.
That's $100 a person.
Yep.
Yeah. And see, really, man, we out here, like the scriptures say, to be made a spectacle unto. That's what we out here for. Cause see, she could have asked anybody. Clearly, you can see what we doing. You see the Bibles, you see we read, you see what's going on. Why would you stop and ask us something about a damn restaurant? At least act like you want to know what's going on. You know, I understand you got somewhere to be like, what's this? You know, play it off. At least have some type of courtcy.
Nah,
That's gone.
I'd rather them be straight up like that, like how she was. You know, I'd rather them be like, hey, I don't really care about what y'all saying. Like, at least I know where you're coming from. Like, at least I know that you're not part of this.
Yeah, but if she knew better, she would at least been somewhat concerned.
Here it is. This this John 4 and 14. It says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
Right. And this the living water which we give him. The true substance, man. Okay? The bread of life. You trying to go and please your flesh. Going back to 2 Timothy, what was that, 3 and 1? Being lovers of themselves. You know? That's what people that's what's destroying our people, man. Their own pride and lust of the flesh, fulfilling their own selfish desires.
Yep.
Yeah, what's that scripture say?
We got
Like-
about 20 more minutes.
It says, if you basically give in to your fleshly desires, it will consume thee, and you will,
That's in the Apocrypha.
you know,
I know what you're talking about.
can
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what
I'm
to
a,
look up?
I got it. Y'all keep going. I'm gonna find
okay.
it.
Well, I'm gonna finish this then.
All right.
It says, I'm gonna start over. John 4 and 14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up to everlasting life.
Yeah, man, and that water is this knowledge, man.
Yeah, that's this word.
Because this is the ultimate thing that the elect have been searching for. You know, ever since like I can remember, you know, being a little kid. Like I remember being young as hell, like still going to church thinking that I was gonna find it. You know, every time I went, I thought I was gonna learn like the end all be all. But it wasn't until I found this. You know, and ever since then, you know, I've been increasing in it. This water has been growing and flowing, man.
This is true baptism, man. You know, this is it's not being dipped in that so-called tap. Well, ain't no so-called that tap water in the church. you know, and going under, coming up and thinking you got it, man. You it's about this word, man. It's about the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know, that's that baptism, man. Because once brothers heard this, once we took a drink of this spiritual water, you know, we like the brother was just saying, we wanted to dig in deeper. We wanted to keep getting better, keep growing. You know, it was in you. You know,
It's
to just
living
want
water.
yeah, living water, man.
Yeah,
To
you
just
want-
continue in it, man.
You want life.
You want life.
Yeah, man, look, you want to live, man. You want things that's gonna make you flourish, make you be more in abundance.
Yeah.
You know, because really it's the knowledge, really, man. The knowledge and the wisdom is really the only thing that matters. Everything else is just vain.
Yeah.
And you know, King Solomon said it best, man. You know, vanity, all is vanity. You know, outside of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, Solomon like, shh, this shit ain't nothing.
Yeah,
He understood it.
Hey, and I remember, like, I mean, it happens today even. You know, like, you'll be meditating upon the scriptures and stuff, and then you try to carry on a conversation with somebody in the world, and
Yeah.
in the back, in your mind, you're just like, man, I don't give a fuck what you're saying right now. Like, you could be telling me on how an easy way to get $1 million, but I'm still, like, thinking, what you're saying right now doesn't fucking matter. Like, you'd be better off closing your fucking mouth, putting your head up in your ass, and rolling out, man. Like, I don't care, like, but you know, you gotta fake it, just be like, oh,
Yeah, Jake. Oh man, did you see the game? You see Memphis? That's all bullshit conversation. Like you say, you gotta fake it. You got, yeah.
You gotta fake it.
You gotta fake it, man. I have to do that shit on a daily, man. And the brother I know, he know through the spirit, like that shit just wear you out, bro. Like through the spirit, that shit wear you out, man. And have to fucking fake it with Jake hours on end.
Like Solomon said, there's a wisdom that bringeth much sorrow.
Yeah,
And that's this truth.
yeah.
Because listening to the Jake conversation in the world,
Oh man.
man, you be like the scripture say, oppression made
God
wise
damn.
man, you be like, man. And see, after so long, you don't really be mad, you just be like, sometimes that feeling of anger, like mad, you like, man, I'm tired of hearing this shit, but it really be like a sorrowful, like man, geez, almost like a pity, like you know that
Yeah.
feeling that Ezra had when he was speaking to the Lord, like, man, what about Israel? What about Israel? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, these folks really dumb folk, man.
Yeah, but Jake don't give a shit though, man.
Yup.
Jake don't care, man. You know, Jake
Nah,
don't
he
want to
don't.
hear the scriptures, man.
He don't know how to care.
He don't know how to care.
He don't know how
So
to care.
when destruction comes upon him, man, you know we not gonna care, man.
That's why I say all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness. Well, faith really goes into caring. Because that's the only way you can care. You gotta have faith to care.
Yeah, I show my faith by my work.
Yep.
You know, we show we care about this thing because we're out here. We're
Yep.
constantly studying.
Like Elder Malcolm always say, we risking our lives out here.
Yeah,
man,
that's right, bro. Risking
Yep.
our lives and our freedom.
to push this truth so that our people can wake the hell up and realize what's at stake. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, man.
Yeah.
You ain't- like that ain't no mythical, logical place that people just that we just talking about. You know? Like if you really understood that heaven is actually a rulership that takes place on earth
Yeah.
and understand what comes with that, you'll be out here doing what we doing too. But you don't believe.
Yeah.
Like you believe, the people that do somewhat believe in the Bible and believe that there is a heaven, they have no idea what heaven really means. They think heaven is this place that a big stairway comes down out of the sky and you
Yeah.
stairway
To heaven. Everybody floating on clouds. Like that little picture, that gay ass picture Esau got where he touching the finger.
Yeah.
That's how I think it's gonna be, man. We're gonna be.
Hey, man, if I die and I get to heaven and see that shit, hey, I'm just gonna be like, hey, can you send me back, man? Like,
Yeah, everybody equal.
yeah.
Yeah, ain't no everybody kings. So it's gonna be like, okay, Where the hell are my slaves at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How am I a king?
does
Where are
eat
my
food?
peasants? I never seen a king without servants.
Yeah, what are you the king of? King of the king of equalness.
Yeah,
the king of equalness. I serve myself.
Dumbass motherfucker.
I'll pick my own cotton.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm the king of picking cotton.
He's whipping his own back.
Yeah. Bad slave. Clow. Clow. Come on, man. Oh, now King Salakia. Bad king. What the hell? Yeah, that's just madness, man.
Yeah, straight madness. That's the mindset our people in. And that's why you telling them, man, the Lord didn't set up us to be equal. Ain't no such thing as equality. That ain't, like, they can't even see it. Like, there's nowhere in the scriptures where it ever was a story written where the Lord was saying, okay, I want you to go over here to these Edomites. I want you to draw up a contract, and I want you to give them half of everything you got. Equal this, even this shit up.
Yeah.
No.
He said slay them utterly
Yeah.
and take all
Slay
their
them,
shit.
yeah.
Take their land, take all the clean animals, but kill all the bad ones.
And take their women.
Yeah, take
Yeah.
their women. Have fun with them.
Yep. That's right.
That's what the Lord was about. The scripture said the Lord is a man of war, man.
So I will deliver them unto your hands. They will be your servants.
Oh, what book you people been reading, man? You know?
How are we all equal if there's a God? You know, obviously there's a higher power. So how did he?
Yeah, you get mad at him. How did you get on top?
Yeah.
Create me.
Yeah,
What the
that's the scripture. Shall the
Oh,
potter's
shit.
clay say to its maker, "Why am I thus?"
Yeah.
No. How is a robot that you create gonna talk back to you saying, why did you make me for this purpose? It's like, cause
Everywhere
I
you
said
go,
so.
you see death, man. Yeah,
Yep,
death
that's
just
what
looking.
it
Death
says.
just looking at you.
A valley of the shadow of death, man.
Everywhere you go, you just see death, man.
Yeah, we talking about life. We speaking life, man, and
Death
here it
walking
is,
by.
death, man.
Death just walking by.
Yep.
Yep.
You got it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
death just walk by us that way.
Yeah, Leviticus
Yeah.
20 and 13.
It's all
Right down
around
there.
us.
Yeah, we living
We
in it,
walking in the valley of the shadow of death.
breathing it.
Yeah. The Lord coming to rain fire and brimstone.
That's right.
Thus said the Bible. Read it.
That's right.
Are you holding something on?
Now I was trying to find what the brother was saying about
You still want that in the Apocrypha? Sirach 18 and 31?
What was it?
About the desires of your flesh?
Oh yeah, come on.
This Sirach 18 and 31. If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies that malign thee.
Yeah, man, if you're constantly giving into your desires,
So like this nigga right here, right? He riding around in his drop top with his rims, revving up his motor. That's his desire. But as soon as he fuck around, hit one of them corners and have a fucking wreck and fuck his shit up, motherfucker, he'll be a laugh. Motherfuckers gonna laugh and be like, yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Nigga stomping that gas and ran into some shit. Look at your dumb ass.
Cause you know, Jake do stuff like that so they could be seen. Like you say, I'm shitting on niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Jake, a natural thing for Jake is to hate on somebody who got more than what they got.
Yep.
So a Jake that wanna be seen and is into that, pleasing his flesh, he gonna make sure he giving them something to hate on. So he fulfilling, oh man, I gotta have that drop. I gotta have that new whip. Man, wait till I hit the corner in this motherfucker. Jacob be hitting the corner in that joint. He come through creeping. Then he'll see Jake come out the house, start looking. That's when he wanna squeal his tires and shit and peel off.
Yeah.
fucking transmission falls out the bottom of that fucking car. Then person in their house, huh? You dumbass.
Yeah, everybody laughing at your ass.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, man. If you constantly feeding your flesh, man, like you know, you got Jake's like popping pills like crazy nowadays, and then you know you see them on the street, talking to themselves, dancing uncoordinated and shit.
Yep.
Hey man, you
Bugged
laugh
out.
at them, man. It's like, man, look at this bug out.
Yep. I'm through.
Yep.
Hey, Mac Miller, for example,
Oh,
OD'd this
man.
week.
Yep. Yep. That's right,
Cause
bro.
he couldn't you know, fast for you know, just give up the desires of his flesh. But no, he just had to have another pill. OD'd on that shit.
Yep.
Dead.
Yeah. The Most High put it in his heart, man, to pop another one. Do one more. You know, like you say, he couldn't be satisfied, man. It wasn't enough. Killed himself, man.
This is Romans 1:24. Wherefore the Most High Power also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
Dang, man. Hey, that's read it again, Bobby. I like that one.
We see. Wherefore Yahweh Power, Romans 1:24, also gave them up to uncleanness.
Uncleanliness. You know, like all the abominations they're into. You know, let's just homosexuality, for
That's
example.
what it's going into.
Okay.
I know that's why I said it. You know, so they love, you know, busting into some booty hole. Let's read.
Man.
It says, gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts,
Con, that's their lust of their own heart. Keep reading.
to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
Yeah, because it dishonors their bodies, man. You know what? That's like sticking your rod into a cup of poop. Like why?
Now, it's like sticking your rod in a sewer pipe.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it really is. Hey man, you're gonna get diseases, man.
Yep.
Clear as day.
Who changed the truth of the Most High Power into a lie. Yeah, it's saying God made me this way. You know,
Which he did.
That's the number one. Yeah, but that don't mean he deems it righteous. He don't declare it a righteous thing. You say, oh, it ain't nothing wrong with me. That's the first lie you tell. You know. See, that's the subtlety. What's the word? Subtlety of Satan is to tell lies with truth. Now the lie is ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
But then the truth part of it, God made me this way, because it
Yeah.
said right here, He gave you up to that.
the vile affection.
So yeah,
okay,
he
you
made you
got
that
it.
way. But the reason why He made you that
get
way
that First
is not for you to walk
Corinthians 6:9.
around and be declared as a righteous thing, not for you to walk around and acquire rights as a righteous human being. The Lord made you a homosexual to destroy you.
Just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Just like Egypt. You know, you can read in Romans the 9th chapter about
Oh,
how
God doesn't do that. God doesn't create people to destroy. And what book you been reading?
Yeah.
The Lord said He reserved the wicked to the day of destruction. And if you read in Romans 9, that's exactly what it says. The Lord said He created people just for His wrath, man, to appease His wrath.
I will have mercy on whom I shall have mercy on.
That's right.
Verse, it's a little bit more. It says, who changed the truth of the power into a lie, and worshiped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Verse 26, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Which is talking about lesbianism.
Yep.
You know? Burning, keep reading, because it's going to talk about homosexuality. How they burned in their lust one for the other.
And likewise, also men, leaving the natural use of the woman.
Alright, so they're leaving the natural use of a woman, which is to slip your rod in that naturally lubricate. Like, what kind of dumb motherfucker is gonna be hitting some pussy and be like, oh man, where else can I stick this besides a naturally lubricated
Yeah.
hole
Yeah,
just
let me-
for my penis?
Okay.
Let me stick it in this dry, rough place. before I do that, let me go
Let me
get
go
some
and put it in the dry rub.
artificial lubrication.
Yeah.
So it's easier for me to go in there.
Yeah. And then on top of that's the exit of your body. You know what I'm saying? Where you release waste and all the toxins and shit coming out of your body, man.
The door.
I never liked when my mom was like, "Here, you constipated, take this suppository."
Oh man.
I hated that.
Yeah.
So you know, that little
Yeah. Then Esau got it where he had to try to so-called check you for
Prostate exam.
prostate exam.
put that glove on,
put the
pop
glove.
that motherfucker before the hole, like he excited about that.
Yeah. Oh, it's time.
You notice this
It's
shit?
like, man, I never got that checkup,
I
man.
neither.
But
I always see how they play it out. When
Yeah. they try to try their fear tactics on you, man, to get you to do it. Hell nah, I ain't doing that shit, man. Fuck that. Nah.
This won't take long at all.
Yeah. You got it, bro. It's a lot.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Did you have some?
Yeah. It says, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman burned in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly.
And working that which is unseemly. Hey, if you blue letter that, it's talking about homosexuality, man. You know? Playing a little bit of pitch and catch, as people like to say in the world. You know?
Look, it say, and receiving in themselves HIVs, STDs. See, that's where that shit really come from, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it comes from you know, unnatural sex. You know, having sex with a girl on her period, or committing adultery,
Here it is.
homosexuality. That's where STDs come from, man.
Now, diarrhea is a sickness. Now, here it is, you running up in a sick place.
Man.
Hey, that's how come the Lord gave us laws, man. The Lord gave us laws so we can be healthy, because health represents life. Matter of fact, look up that word health. It's when you really dealing with the laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord really gave us a laws so that we can remain healthy, man. You know? That's why you ain't supposed to be having sex with no woman while she on a period. Because that's when all her filthiness is coming out, man. Now these motherfuckers got condoms where you can have sex while a woman on her period.
That's sick, man.
What kind of filthiness is that, man? The scripture say you ain't even supposed to be around a woman when she on her period. You're not even supposed to sit beside a woman when she on her period.
Yeah.
But you got Esau. As a matter of fact, I think it was some women that came up with that bullshit. Condoms so you can run up in a woman while she on her period.
Damn.
Hey, man, because women will hear that and then they think like, oh, we're so bad or whatever, because we shouldn't be around them while they're on their period. Hey, don't you know that like you had your own bed when you're for your period, and you had a separate bed when you're off it? So that means you had 2 rooms. You know?
You had a whole separate, a whole separate dwelling.
Yeah, house.
Yeah, a whole separate house.
In the kingdom, you're gonna have your own house for when you're on your period, and all you have to do is just sit there, you know, relax, take it easy, you know, maybe take a bath.
That's when them women want to be around men the most.
Yeah,
A
man.
woman want to be around a man when she on her period.
Yep.
And the horniest
That's when
too.
she the horniest. Yeah, that's
she
when
the
she wants
horniest.
sex the most.
Yeah, that's that wicked spirit in them, man.
And that's when they're most their spirit is most fragile. You know, that's when they're
Open up. They open up to you and
they wishy-washy and they get mood swings like crazy.
yeah.
Yep.
Hey, that's why you don't be around women when they're on their period, because they'll put a wicked vibration on you.
Yep.
Man.
It says, and receiving in themselves their recompense of their error, which was meat. So, the Lord said, when they catch all these diseases, AIDS and HIV, and they die, that's meat. That's a righteous thing. Because they been doing all these filthy, vile, abominable sex acts, man. It says, and even as they did not like to retain the power Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and even as they did not like to retain the Most High power in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient.
Yeah, and that word reprobate means a person destined, for damnation.
Yep.
That's what a reprobate is, man.
Yep, a reject.
Yeah, reject, a loser.
Yep. It says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers.
Hey, that's the true personality of a homosexual, man. It's filled with all unrighteousness. That whole front of that nice and friendly, bullshit. Hey, homosexuals are not like that. If you knew what went on in their head, different violent thoughts that they had, they say the worst so-called domestic abuses, because it shouldn't be a domestic household if they're a homosexual quote-unquote family.
More like a demonic household.
Yeah, but they say the worst domestic abuses are those of homosexuals. Hey man, when they get violent, man.
Yeah.
Cause they already, went inside your asshole, man. They don't have any morals, basically.
Yeah. They already got a legion of demons already on them, man.
Yeah.
So
hey,
when
man,
they start wilding out, like you were saying, man,
they just gonna unleash hell on
Yeah,
you.
they gonna unleash hell, man.
Yep. And see, it ain't no limit. When you already on that level, it ain't no limit to where they'll go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
And
why.
see, the ultimate deception, see what's going to eventually start happening is, it's so cheap for what you call a sex change. It's so cheap for you to get a sex change now. It's gonna be so much deception out here that a man it's already happening, but it's gonna start happening on a broader scale. Men gonna be sleeping with men unknowingly, because these women out here, all right, or these men out here rather, are not are getting these sex changes, is what I'm trying to say. And these women out here ain't real women, man. You think you're dealing with a real woman, and she actually a man.
Man.
And she can hide the fact of the matter from you that she's an actual man, and it may not come out until after you done already ran up in her.
Hey, I had a Jake tell me that one time, man, that he was in Atlanta, out of all places. You know how Atlanta is.
Oh yeah, the freak show.
Yeah, and he was like, they were at a club, and he was dancing. Jake was drunk as hell, and he said he was out there dancing. He out there getting it in on the dance floor. He said his cousin came and grabbed him, like snatched him. Man, what the fuck you doing, man? Get your ass over here. Yeah. He said he snatched him back, and he was like, man, he told him that was a man, that he was dancing with. He had titties, ass, everything like a woman. But he said the only thing, reason he knew it was a dude, because his foot was like size 14 or whatever. The girl, so-called girl had a big ass goddamn foot. And that's what gave it away, man. But Jake was like, shit, he didn't know. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, man.
Shit like that, man, make you, man. He wanted to put the
Bitch to death.
He wanted to put it to death, man.
That thing to death.
That thing, yeah, I didn't know what to call it.
He wanted to do the righteous thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
The righteous thing, according to the Bible, is for a homosexual to be put to death.
Yep.
That's right. But yeah, the scriptures say they give in to their lust, which means that that lust has always been in them, which I believe that there's a lot of closet faggots right now, but they keep it in the closet because there's porn and stuff. They get to look at it and jack off to it. But during Jacob's trouble and stuff, hey man, those homos are gonna come out.
Yeah.
They're gonna be looking for you know, to give into their desires, man.
Yeah, because you got some of them out there that they like in their spirit they know that it's wrong. So it's a part of conviction that the Lord has given them to really condemn themselves with. Like, man, damn, I know I'm supposed to be doing this. So they ain't got the courage to come out publicly with it, which is very few of those left, because now, like when Obama opened up the door, like I always said, they give credit to Abraham Lincoln for freeing the slaves. They don't give Obama the credit for freeing the gays, because that's what he did.
Yeah, that's right. That's all he did,
That's
too.
all he did. You know, everybody like to brag, oh, Obama, he fixed everything. Nah, Obama fucked shit up.
Yep,
Obama made sure, Obama sealed the destruction of America,
yep.
which it was already sealed anyway. I don't want to give him that much credit, but, you know, brothers get my drift. Hey, so these faggots, the hinges have been basically blown off the closet. Ain't no closet no more. It's all walk-in. You know?
Yeah.
And they expecting everybody to accept what's in the closet. Like, no, you need to shut them doors, partner. You need to shut them doors quick. But that's okay, because the Lord coming back to shut the doors on all the abominations, man. You know? Homosexuality, man. Hey, if this world was to go on, it would be more homosexuals than heterosexuals. You can see it. I went to go buy one pair of khakis or some dress pants.
Yeah, they all tied around the.
fucking.
Oh, yeah, everything
Hey,
is
hold on,
skinny
man.
jean, man.
Hold on, man. I wear a 38. Now I go get a 40 because I'm knowing that the 38 ain't gonna fit right, because they cutting the pants all to fit slim and tight around your thigh area and ass and shit.
Yep.
So I go get a 40. Why the 40 say extra slim? Hold on, if a motherfucker wearing a size 40 in the waist,
Yeah, why the hell would he want it to be extra slim?
why the fuck would it need to be extra slim? That's the world that we living in, man.
Yep.
The designers, all the clothes that the designers are making off of faggots, man.
Yeah, man, it's rare to find a store, you know, that sells pants that aren't tied around the crotch.
Now I got a pair of 38s that I've been had since 2010 probably. Fit perfectly. Matter of fact, they too big. I had to put a belt on for them to stay up on my waist. Why can't I find them same 38s nowhere I go? I can't find them 38s. I can go down there, a pair of Levi's. I can go to the Levi store and can't find them 38s. Like, damn, these 569s, let me get them 569. Put them motherfuckers on. Them motherfuckers fitting like 501s.
Nah.
Like, man, what the fuck is this? It's supposed to be loose fit.
Yep.
Can't even pull them up over your ass barely.
In a minute, if this place was to go on, you're gonna have to make your own goddamn clothes. Like, we're gonna have to really walk around in garments for real. With nothing up on them, like just guarding our loins up and walking around in garments if this place to go on, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to find no clothes that fit regularly.
Well, Isaiah 4:1 says the women are gonna make their own clothes.
Yeah.
So I mean, they better be making our clothes too.
Yep. But hey, end of the story, man. We just gotta get the hell up out of here at the end of the day.
That's right, bro.
This place can't go on, man.
That's right.
It's gotta stop, you know? Because these people got too much pleasure. The world has too much pleasure. The inhabitants of the earth have too much pleasure in doing wickedness, man.
That's right, bro.
That's right.
Like, sin is the standard, you know? Doing wickedness is the standard, man. Like, it's lame to do the right thing. Like, man, nigga, you a good boy. Reading the Bible, going to church, nigga wearing a seatbelt. Jacob, like a Jacob of the world will talk bad to you because you wear your seatbelt, nigga. You like,
Yeah,
Lean
man.
back, nigga.
Yeah,
Take your
yeah.
seatbelt off, nigga.
Scared to die, ain't it?
Too uptight, nigga.
Yeah, true. I'm
Listen
talking.
up. Damn, nigga, chill out.
Listen up. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like there's this scene on that movie, Donnie Darko, where his friends were talking about like some bullshit about the Smurfs, and he basically dropped some facts on them about like basically said like everything that they're talking about is bullshit. And he's like, damn, Donnie, like why do you always have to get smart on us?
Yeah.
That's basically how we feel when we're around 2/3 in the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they treat us.
Yeah.
Man, why you always gotta quote the Bible?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yep.
Come
like,
on,
why are you
man.
mad about, man?
Can't you just stay dumbed down for a little while?
Yep.
Shit.
Hey, man, but that's like Superman when he's Clark Kent. Has to go to his boss and like have to act like he's normal in society and
Yeah.
shit. Have to take instructions. It's like, man, we're like, we know that we're a holy people. We know we're kings. It's vexing to have to serve somebody that's supposed to be serving us.
Yeah.
But that's just how the Most High set it up
Yep.
to teach us a lesson.
Yep. He made us serve wickedness. That's the vexing thing. Like he made us not necessarily serve wickedness itself, but serve the people of wickedness.
Right.
Like really, they're thriving off of us. Like we work in their companies, we build up their businesses, and all they do is promote wickedness. You know? That's vexing. That's vexing, man. It's a scripture I'm gonna get to close on. Brothers had any closing ones, we finna go ahead and close out, bro.
Yeah, I had one in Malachi. I was holding it for.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. This Malachi 1:4 says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return to build the desolate places.
Yeah, man, that's the pride of Esau. They're like, okay, yeah, we might be destroyed, but we're gonna rise through the ashes and come back again. Keep reading.
It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
So he says, the Lord said, yeah, you might build up, but I'm gonna throw it down. Bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna throw that shit down.
Yep. It's just like Esau, always, everywhere you look up, man, like over in Marion right now, they building up another hotel. They building up apartment complexes and shit like that. Man, all that shit's gonna be thrown down, man. The
Like
Most
it
High
said,
gonna,
they in without.
is that their houses shall continue forever.
Yep.
Yep. So they building all this shit up, man, just for the Most High to destroy it, man. It says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. And that's Esau, man. You know?
And indignation means a righteous anger.
Yep.
You know, so Esau is a person that the Most High. Esau is a person that the Most High has righteous anger forever.
Forever.
Forever, forever, ever.
Forever, ever.
Yep.
Forever and ever.
Yep.
Amen.
Yeah, so it ain't about what we think, man. This is what the Most High think, man. This is how he feels. You know, that's like Jake, man, want to try to tell you how you should feel about something. Oh, you shouldn't feel like that. You gonna try to tell the Lord how he should feel.
Yeah,
You know?
the scriptures say, who is my counselor? You know, there's no one that can counsel the Lord, man. The Most High, trying to give him instructions.
Yep. But that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
All right. With that, we're gonna say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash.
Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone, men who ruled well and taught us the true doctrine of the Bible and judgment of Yahweh Shah and double honors to the brothers on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity through the spirit of power. Yahweh Shimi House Shot.
That's right.
All right. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. We'll say Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala.
Abba Babal,
Abba Babal.
Abba Babal,
Abba Babal.
Abba Babal.
Abba Babal.
Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
What you want, demon?